Hello and welcome everyone to Tracks of Terror, a Call of Cthulhu campaign. Unfortunately, we do not have Doc Rimbo with us today, so send him, hugs and love, and, he will just be tagging along very quietly with the group today. But we do have back with us Holotale, so I think we'll just go in reverse order, because that's wild and crazy, and this whole time is wild and crazy. So, someone who wasn't here last week, Holotale, how are you?
Hey, I wasn't here last week. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm
Yeah.
okay. I've heard that last week went great. I've heard that nothing really, nothing dramatic happened. So I'm looking forward to waking up on the train and seeing where we go from there. But I'm doing great. Looking forward to this.
Wonderful, wonderful. Someone else who I hope is doing great, Kate Madison RP.
Yes, well, I'm doing great because I'm still alive right now. For now. I play Kitty Cartwright. She's just discovered her dad exists, Jumanji style. He's been lost for 5 years in the past with dinosaurs. He survived. Some of the rest of us didn't, but yeah, we'll see what happens next.
Someone who didn't survive last week, Charlie, Frost from Fire, how are you?
I'm good. We're still waiting to see if we get the respawn. I've still called dibs on the mule, whose name I have forgotten. It's like Rosabelle or something, but I'm ready. I remember to see I'm already in tune with my best yeehaw life. But yeah, super excited to be back. I'm missing my partner in legal action. I don't think Jones would approve me saying partner in crime. But ready to be mashed up, crunched up, and able to fit in any books that we come across as I progress through all of the final destination deaths possible in this here game.
Someone who's also dead. Again, Susanna Grace. But not dead in my heart.
I'm dead. Aww. No, I'm dead. Hi. And like every good gamer, the second I died, I hit the team should surrender button. And I've been spamming chat saying, just FF, just forfeit. Come on. So, I'm waiting to see what happens. I do have a backup character in mind, but I have a feeling we're going to get that respawn at some point soon.
Yeah, that'd be a pretty good feeling, maybe. Someone who I've got a pretty good feeling about is Hot Flakes Tom. How are you tonight, sir?
Oh, thank you, Lindsay. I'm pretty good. I'm still alive, I have some claw-shaped holes in the shoulders, but I'm still going. I'm still kicking. And, I don't think anything bad's going to happen. We're through the worst of it, I'm sure.
Sure you are. Of course you're through the worst of it. So what happened last week is, Bucky Boone was rocking back and forth, hugging himself on the train a little bit, going through some trauma, perhaps, and the rest of the group tried to convince the conductor and some other people that, hey, we're on a time loop. At this time, this is gonna happen. This is how it's gonna be. And to which they specifically said when the train was gonna run out of steam, and the train conductor was like, yeah, based on how much water we have left, that would be about the time we run out of steam, based on math. And they were like, well, that wasn't as convincing as we had hoped. And so, for future-proofing themselves, they asked the conductor to tell them something only he would know. To which he did. He told them something, and they came back and told the rest of the group. Bucky probably would have overheard it, hearing the doo tone throughout everything, which was that the train conductor had a mole on his butt cheek, his left butt cheek. That looked like a bunny rabbit. So.
Okay.
That is, that's what his wife says. That's him. And so, they're like, cool. Nobody else knows this on the train except us and the conductors, so maybe it'll come in handy if we loop again. Came back, train stopped, they got off, they said, we're not going into the the jungle this time. Let's follow the tracks. They followed the tracks, saw a little split, and they're pretty sure that the left split goes, the north-ish split goes towards a lake, and the other one goes to where Gunnison would be. In Gunnison, Kitty was like, yeah, I recognize all of this. This is here, this is that. And then a shadow passed overhead, and she was like, shit, I forgot about the shadow. From her dream that she'd had. which Doris made a cameo. Not Doris made a is what a beautiful girl. Oh, she got a new hairband. So, yes. She was like, I forgot about the shadow, and the shadow was pterodactyls. And so the group split in two and ran for cover. Mina and August ran for the nearest cover, which was a barely standing rusty water tower to fill up the train. And the rest of the group ran for where Kitty's father's voice was coming from one of a slightly shored up building. First round, Pterodactyl lands on the water tower. They roll with D100 for structural integrity, and a 100 is rolled, squishing August and Mina instantly flat, but hey, they didn't suffer. The bad news was, the good news was there was water in the water tower. The bad news was that it made it quite heavy and squished them quite effectively. Meanwhile, the three that were running for cover, Ryan got attacked by a pterodactyl, got picked up by the claws, but he managed to shoot it with his rifle, and it let go of him, in which he made an extreme success on a dexterity check to not break his legs as he dropped from 20 feet. Instead, is just a little bruised up, and the other three got into cover while the pterodactyls picked apart the remains of their squished, the paste of their friends. And talked to Kitty's father. They found out he had been here for years, 5 maybe. He's not really sure how long. He's not been keeping track particularly well. But more of a focus on survival between him, Swiftcrow, and Rosabelle the mule. Swiftcrow and Rosabelle left to go check out the caves in this weird temple, ziggurat thing again, that has time distortions around it. Because these tracks weren't here until about 4 or 5 days ago, which is ironically around the same time y'all started traveling together. And so they thought maybe something has changed, maybe something is different over there, and he said he'd be back by sunset, probably, because they try not to travel after nighttime. But it's midday still, so just after lunch, mid-afternoon, so he was not scheduled to be back. There was some discussions. Ryan got some first aid. They looked at a couple sketches of some petroglyphs that they had found in the cave, but decided it would ultimately be best to check it out themselves at some point. And Kitty's father offered to show them where the lake was, that they knew about, because it's kind of, you could take that route to get to the caves. One of the ways you can get there, so it offered to guide you, but it's up to you. But before we get back to Kitty, Ryan, Edison Jones is just very quiet right now, and probably because he just doesn't know what to do without August. And Kitty's father, we will check in on our dear Bucky Boone.
All right.
Bucky. Yeah. We already rolled his mechanical things. He succeeded on a sanity check to realize we're in a time loop. And failed his power check to remember the last loop. So you don't know what happened, but you know this is all really familiar. You heard vagaries of your friends talking something about getting eaten by dinosaurs, T-Rexes or something, and then they're going to go out to look for water. Some of your fellow train mates are injured. Same injuries as before, though you wouldn't really remember that all that well. Professor Lakes, for the audience reminder, is more injured than the last loop. We are in loop 2. And, yeah, you kind of were disassociating real hard, but you're coming back now. What brings you back, Bucky?
I think he'll have spent some time thinking about it and not quite piecing it together, and then I think maybe just that he's been still for too long. He doesn't like staying still for too long. It makes him feel uncomfortable. He needs to be moving, needs to be doing something. And I think after a while of just disassociating and sitting there, he'll snap out and just think, wait, why aren't I doing something? What am I doing? What's my game plan here? And he'll start looking around in a bit of a daze.
Sure. It looks like everyone's kind of in a daze on the train a little bit. A lot of the windows are drawn because giant dragonflies and stuff are passing by, and it's kind of freaking people out. The porters are trying to keep people freaking out to a minimum.
Yeah, I think he'll get up and he'll go and see what the crew of the train's doing, because obviously his friends have been gone for a while now.
Yeah.
He's Starting to get a
They've
bit
mostly
worried.
been treating injuries, especially in the really packed and cramped lower class cars. There was a lot of injuries that just need treatment. It takes time to get to. Obviously, people in the first class cabin, your cabin got treated first. So, but there's probably about a couple hundred, well, a little over 100, 150 people on this train. So, they're kind of just treating a lot of injuries mostly, passing out some
that makes
snacks to
sense.
try to keep people calm. Any alcohol that they have is also being passed around a bit to keep people calm. They're doing damage control, PR damage control, because there's not a lot that they think they can do about the outside.
Yeah. And where's my Australian friend? Is he still awake, or is he in a bad
He is
situation?
unconscious,
Okay.
with a head wound, with a bruise, and a scrape through it. And he's been laid down. One of the beds has been made up, and he's laid down on it and like strapped in.
Okay. No help from him then.
Fortunately, not.
I think, given he's out cold, he's a bit suspicious of this guy anyway, and
Yeah,
I
and
think he'll
Doris
make
is
his
there.
way over,
I will
and
say Doris is there next to
yeah, he'll
him.
give him a wave. Yeah, well, morning, Doris. And he'll go over to the guy and just sort of look around, see if there's quite a commotion on board. So I think
Is.
he'll search his pockets, see if he can find anything in there, like any identification or anything to sort of say more about this guy.
Or give me a let's do a spot hidden search through. You'll still find some stuff. It's just how much stuff you find.
Yeah. You know what? I'll spend the 6 luck. I'll send the 6 luck.
Okay, you sure?
This guy's suspicious. Yeah.
Suspicious,
I'm
okay.
getting the feeling of me from this guy, so I think he's
You search through his pockets. You find passports aren't super a thing yet, so but you do find some identification. You find his wallet,
Okay.
his pocketbook, and it would have his like degree sort of like identification. It says Francis Bailey, Australia, Queensland, Australia, naturalist. Class of probably be 1878. Have his
Okay.
address on there. You'd also find probably a couple books in his baggage area, like, because it wouldn't have all on him. You'd find some of his books, some of which are about like wildlife and plants of North America. But one of them is, give me one moment.
okay.
Look, it's got a more interesting title.
Oh, does it? Okay.
It does. I need to locate it. Where is this? Because I read it earlier and went, that would be something fun, and then I did not write it down in my notes, so I have to like read. Because that's how it goes.
Yeah, that is the first action is always the way. Yeah, otherwise he'll be like flicking through some of the other books and sort of just looking at them like, nature.
For sure. Yep.
Degree.
That's- Degree.
Needs to go to school.
You would see. Yes. It would look like it's some books have like English versions and they're not like in the original language. It would be one of those types of books.
Okay.
It would be called The Mysteries of the Worm.
That's okay.
Which could be a naturalist book,
Well, how's worm spelt? Is that just
WORM.
WORM? Okay,
Yep.
so normal. That's fine. I think he'll take that.
It looks like it was
and he'll-
translated from French, maybe?
Okay. Interesting. I think he'll take that and he'll just sort of be like, nah, you won't miss this, Mr. Bailey, I'm sure. I'm just gonna... And he'll sort of tuck himself next to Doris and just start flicking through this and giving it a read.
Brussels. It looks like it was originally from Brussels.
From Brussels, okay.
But it's the English translation.
Yeah. He'll start giving it a read,
Sure.
flicking through.
It's a hefty read. It's dry. I will say that much. You start flipping through
Okay.
it, and it's real dry.
Ugh.
But there's sections on. It starts with like in the ruins of a pre-Roman tomb that stood in the forest near Brussels. It might be fiction because it said amidst a swarm of familiars and fearsomely invoked conjurations. Something about old pagan altars. There's a section on Egypt.
Okay.
There's
Yeah, this looks like it's a very boring fictional story, but
yeah.
he'll keep looking through, maybe looking for like anywhere that seems to have a particular where, or like where they've put a bookmark quite a bit, or where they've been opening it to
Yeah.
see if there's anywhere that's particularly red.
Ooh. Give me a library use check to see if you can identify like where the book's been read the most.
Okay. Got a 20 in this, so we got.
You never know.
I'm not gonna now. I mean, I've been to a library.
Yeah, you have been to a library, but you're not like so familiar with
Yeah.
reading habits and books that you can maybe pick it out real quick. It doesn't. There's no obvious dog ears or bookmarks placed.
Okay.
It's kind of dusty, almost like it's been forgotten at the bottom of the bag.
Okay. Interesting. Well, he'll tuck it into his bag and sort of go and have a look to see if he can find anybody that's heading out because he's getting a bit worried. It's been a while for his friends. There's giant dragonflies out there, so that's
Yeah.
probably not healthy. They're probably the worst of the risks, but still.
Still, yeah. You can grab a couple buckets. They were
Yeah.
going to get water, and you did see that they were headed down the tracks, down the train.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, well, I ain't just staying around here. I gotta go and give somebody a boring book. I know somebody would like that, he says, and he makes his way out, and I'll begin to walk down the road. And the way they went, just like, I'll just catch up, whatever.
Sure thing. So, Kitty, Ryan, and our dear Mr. Edison, who's not here. I'll just address you as Kitty and Ryan, assume Edison is tagging along. Kitty and Ryan, you guys have like loaded up. You got your buckets. You got your first aid. You're feeling pretty good. Edison's real quiet, but your dad gets like a backpack that he's got together, and like, all right, would you like me to show you where the lake is? I could take you there.
Yeah, I think it's good that we know where that is, and then we can always tell people on the train, and if we need more, and then we can at least take some water back to the train as well.
Yeah.
Yes, good idea. I've got kind of a makeshift bucket, and he pulls up it's like a leafy, muddy, like it pottery ? It looks like it'll hold water.
Oh.
Looks like it's been used to tote water before. He'll pick up his own bucket.
All right.
It's like a yoke bucket, so it's like one on each side on
Yeah.
his shoulders to make it easier to
Yeah.
carry. Yeah.
Alright.
That's smart. Actually, that is not a bad idea. Maybe we should look for a sturdy stick to take back to the train. Take as many buckets as we can next time.
I mean, we're covered. Yeah, I mean, I can find a big stick that's strong enough to do that. That you can do it.
All
Lots of
right.
big sticks, yeah.
I'll use it as a walking stick until then,
I will.
which would probably help considering my injuries.
It might help, yeah.
Yeah. You don't want to put something on your shoulders
Yeah,
until
no, this is for you, Kitty. This is
Yeah.
for you to do.
But
Use your core. Use your
you,
core.
I don't think you'd want to carry a bucket at all. Like your shoulders are gonna be fucked.
Yeah.
Anyway,
We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see how I am.
maybe that's why I need the stick so I can carry as many as possible.
Actually,
Okay.
you do that, and I'll cover you.
Yeah,
I
exactly. You have that gun ready.
Right.
And I glance out the window. Do I see any signs
They
of
have-
anything?
The pterodactyls have moved on. They ate their fill. There was no more paste they could scrape up, and they have moved on.
Like
No
the
more.
War of the Worlds out there.
It's. I don't see any of those flying things anymore, but I guess we should just keep our eyes everywhere.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Uh,
All right, I'll keep an eye out while we head to the lake.
yeah.
Yeah.
Take your lead, Father. You know what you're doing a lot more than us.
Right. Follow me. He heads out, puts on a hat. It's got like a lot of twigs and stuff sticking out of it.
Does he have a weapon?
He has what looks
They
like
had
a
gun.
like a knife. He's got a knife with him. And it looks
Can't
like a
remember.
slingshot. Because
Okay,
you know they ran out of
heal.
bullets a while ago.
Yeah.
so-
He's I can't remember. He's Reggie.
Yes.
I can't remember. You know how to use a firearm?
Oh, yes, of course.
Hand in my pistol.
Thank you. Well, it's been a while since I've seen those.
Yeah. Well. Okay, let's go.
Alright, and he'll head out with a pistol. And what you
Oh,
walk
that's a
back up the
point.
tracks. Yeah?
Sorry. I know either didn't Mina have a shotgun?
She did have a shotgun, yeah?
Is that still salvageable, or is it
You wanna
been
go find
smashed
it?
to pieces?
You wanna go look for it? You can give me a
I mean, yeah, in
me a
passing,
luck
if I
check.
could see it. A luck one?
yeah, because that'll see if it's crushed or not.
You feel lucky?
Oh no, that
we
is
don't
so
know.
crushed.
You
That
pick up
is so
a
crushed.
mangled piece of splintered wood and metal that used to be a shotgun.
All right. Well, it was worth a check, but okay.
Worth a
We'll
shot.
move on.
Yep. And you go up the tracks and you see a figure approaching, coming down the tracks right around the time as you get to the intersection.
Oh, I wonder who that is.
And it looks like Bucky, and he's got 2 buckets for Bucky.
Smart guy.
I go to give a wave and then I'm like cautious and I'm like,
He'll like wave his second bucket a little bit at you. You guys okay? He says,
Oh.
sort of wanders up.
No, no, we're not.
Right, where's the others?
they. Well, we found the water tower, but they hid under it.
good.
There was, you
They're
gotta be
dead,
careful of things in the
Bucky.
sky.
Yeah, they're dead.
Like big birds?
Wait,
Yeah.
do you remember what happened?
No. I know that I'm having a feeling of deja vu, but aside from that, I no, what happened?
Oh, okay. Well, I don't want to tell you all the gory details, but we've
Gory.
done this before. We went to get water, but we went a different direction, and we all got killed by, I think, Tyrannosaurus.
Well, I think I'd remember something like that.
Well, but we died and woke up back on the train at the start again, and we seem to be looping. I don't really know.
I don't think this is the time to really talk about
Maybe-
things. Just know,
Come with
Bucky,
us.
that
We're-
there are dangerous animals all around.
Happy
Yeah.
to come with you if you know what's going on here. I'm completely lost. I mean,
Um,
I woke up and I found a weird book about a worm that I think this gentleman would like. And aside from that, it's all very confusing.
come with us. We're going to the lake to get water. But
Okay.
Mr.
want a bucket?
Boone, I'll take another one. This is Reginald Cartwright, Mr. Cartwright. This is my father. He's
Oh, right. It's good to meet you.
Hello.
You got a wonderful
Oh,
daughter.
people. Oh, thank you. Yes, she's the joy of my life.
He's been here the last. We're walking and talking.
Yeah.
He's It turns out when they headed off, we don't know the full story. I suppose, actually, Father, if you want to tell us, or should we be really quiet? Should we not be talking at all out here?
The tracks are new. I don't really know how to interact on those, but generally it is good to be kind of quiet when you're traveling through the.
Okay, maybe
Fair.
we
These
can,
things have very keen hearing.
Yeah,
we can talk about it later then.
There's a lot to talk about. Time things,
Okay.
temples. Let's get some water to the train and try and get the train up the tracks to Gunniston. That's the plan.
Sounds like an idea. Let's get on it and be quiet about it.
And her head becomes on a swivel. Like,
Your head becomes on a swivel.
same.
So, as you remember the last time you were at the tracks twist and turn through the jungle, but the width of the clear area around them is enough for you to see the sky. The air is thick with humidity. Aside from the quiet sounds of the jungle, there is a gentle fork in the tracks ahead. This time, you take the left-hand turn and follow the jungle as it slowly opens up to reveal a meadow with tall, swaying grasses and a large blue lake. The tracks continue through the meadow towards the base of the mountain. And do you go to the lake or continue following the tracks?
we're going to the lake,
We
aren't
go
we?
to the
Yeah.
lake
I'm just
across
asking.
the meadow.
These
Is
are
there
the-
long
the-
grass in this meadow?
Yeah. All
Is it
grass.
height just about to the shoulders for
Not
us?
chest
I
high.
just.
Just
Oh.
chest high, is it?
Where's
Just
the gif
perfect
I need to
height,
find?
maybe.
About
Yeah.
chest high. These
Yeah,
grasses.
I think
Mm-hmm.
that's great.
Lindy, you are too delighted. Just saying.
Oh, it's gonna be so gruesome.
Oh, and my favorite part about all this is I've never seen Jurassic Park.
No.
Seen it.
Okay, we
You
need
are
group
essentially
viewing.
right in it.
Because it
Yeah.
looks scary and I can't handle scary movies.
I'm not good with scary movies, but you
Kinda.
can handle Jurassic Park. There's only really about one bit where you'll need
Okay.
to just look away because there's a jump scare. I can give you a hint on that one.
Yes, there is.
Uh,
Yes, I remember
okay.
that
There's-
part.
but
yeah.
like,
But I
we're talking
know
the first
some
movie.
memes and tropes from it, but I've never seen the movie.
Yeah, I don't love jump scares and scary stuff, but Jurassic Park is a cool movie. You should
Okay,
definitely watch it.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. But yes,
We should
tall
have a group
grasses.
session anyway.
Meadow,
Yeah.
tall swaying grasses, about chest
Mm.
high, large glittering blue lake.
Cool.
Susie's just
Alright.
shaking her head like, glad I'm already dead.
um.
All right,
is
let's
there
head
a-
our way to the lake and really keeping an eye out and listening out.
Yeah,
but maybe
same.
looking.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
I'm kind of also watching my dad like a hawk as to how he acts and trying to mimic him entirely.
He
Um,
is looking very, like, astutely. He is stopping and observing for a minute.
We'll
I
follow
I think
suit.
she might even try and take some long grass and start stuffing it. It's just gonna be moving grass. It's like
Camouflage.
so not good though. It's just as bad.
Okay,
Oh
I
boy.
don't see anything.
Can I look around?
Of course
there-
you may.
Thank you.
Yeah, I suppose.
Just a regular success for me.
Same.
Yeah, then you see the same thing Kitty's father did.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I
Right,
think
looks
I think
clear.
she's not gonna. She's looking around, but she's mostly watching what her dad does.
Yeah, he
Trying to
he
learn what
definitely
he does.
also
He's
scopes
survived
out the
this long.
sky. Yeah.
Yeah. And she's just gonna lean it and be like, "When do you usually collect water? Is there like a good time of day? Like,
Oh, we usually try to collect rainwater. Swift Crow said that any dense foliage could be dangerous, but he said he's been to this lake before, so I be all right.
you know, that would be the best if we could. If it would rain, we could funnel the water straight into the train.
That's true. Good.
Okay." Oh god,
Okay.
the music's changing. I'm already scared. Excuse me.
Oh, there it is.
You walk into the tall grasses, heading towards the lake. As you get fairly close to the lake, you realize that it's quiet. Too quiet. You begin to hear fast movement in the grasses around you. No, surrounding you. Suddenly, jaws of razor-sharp teeth bite out at you. Ah! We're gonna roll just to see who these teeth gnash at specifically, and then we all get to go on an initiative. Woo! Let's see, we've got Bucky, Kitty, Ryan, Kitty's father, and we'll say that For the time being, our dear Edison Jones is too quiet. He's quiet, so we'll just roll a d4. We'll do it in order. Bucky 1, Kitty 2, Ryan 3, your dad 4. Kitty!
Oh,
You are a magnet for small things with razor-sharp teeth.
She is the
As
one
the-
not watching the surroundings. She's watching her dad.
As
So-
the Velociraptor.
Excellent. Clever girl. There we go. Finally said it.
The Velociraptor, which are pack hunters. Average length,
And
6.8 feet.
Looked nothing like
1.6
the movie.
feet high. So they're small. They're like 2.5. They're about a little larger than the baby T-Rexes were.
Yeah, she's freaking out because she's kind of been here before
uh-huh.
with the small dinosaurs. I think
Yep.
she's probably more scared of the small ones now.
Which I think it's hilarious that it's you again. that
Yeah.
They So
It's
we're gonna.
perfect.
One's gonna try to bite out at you. Because this is the first round, they do get a little bit of a bonus. Oh, we
Excellent.
didn't need that. That is gonna hurt. So you get a bite. Pew! Damage bonus. Oh, but thankfully it doesn't deal too much.
Oh no.
It does get double damage because it rolled an extreme. You're gonna take 7 points of damage as teeth come out, and it doesn't just like bites your ankles; it jumps because they've got a crazy good jump. That's what they do, and yeah, I need everybody to roll me. Can we roll me some dex checks here for some initiative?
I don't
Most
think
certainly.
Kitty's calm enough to not scream at that. So
Yeah,
just so
no,
you
that's
know.
it's also hurts a lot. 7 points is a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. Kitty's dead. Not ideal. And we'll say Edison Jones is standing still and hopes they're visual cuties based on movement. Kitty, can I have you make me a dex check, please?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
You are fine. Kitty, you get to act. You get to immediately react to this.
Okay, she does scream, but she is going to like use the bucket to try and like roll and smack it off her
Sure.
and roll out the way.
Give me a fighting brawl.
A what? A fighting brawl.
Yes, fighting brawl. Hit it with the bucket. Smack.
Oh. Wait, where is that under combat? Hold on, combat.
Yes. It should be under. It'll be under skills. Brawl. It's under fighting.
Oh, it's on. Oh, I see it. Oh god, my oh no.
So you go to whiff with the bucket, and it just you're aiming too high, because it jumped, so it attacked like probably your side, and so you're swinging higher because you thought it was taller, but it turns out it's just a small little terrible thing. That's what you do. You just give it the bucket and you try to get out of the way. It's gonna go Kitty, Bucky, Velociraptors, Ryan, and Kitty's dad. That's gonna be how we're. Edison Jones, he'll go after Ryan. He'll just maybe stand there really still or shoot with a pistol. Bucky, what would you like to do? You see, you hear the grasses. rustling
Yeah, I
all
think
around
he's
you.
gonna. Given
And
that they're
he's-
focused currently on our wonderful Kitty, and I
Yeah.
am so sad about this again because, I mean, if I remembered, this would be more traumatizing. But I think he's gonna like just start quietly backing up and
Sure.
hiding, and then just
Yeah.
slowly moving away back to the tracks.
Sure. Can you give me a stealth check?
Yeah, it didn't
Right.
work.
You think you're so quiet. Creeping away. And now it's their turn. So you're creeping away, and then you bump into something. And you turn around, and you see two tiny little maws open
Ah,
wide
shit.
and big, and they're both going to attack you. They're going to try to bite or tear, which is basically a big tearing bite. One will hit, one will miss. So, would you like to try to dodge this?
Yeah, let's do that. Might as
Okay.
well.
Yep.
So I'm gonna try and dodge with my dodge. An extreme success.
An extreme success means you do dodge, because you needed a hard, so you got an extreme.
Okay.
You dodge it, you see little rascals.
Yeah. I think
trying
he'll
to bite
just
out at
be
you.
obscenities under his breath and getting ready to sprint.
Yep. The other velociraptors, the pack that is there, that I know exactly how many there is. Let's see, like counting how many of you for each velociraptor. Let's see, we have 1, 3,
I like
4,
portion sizes.
5. That means someone's gonna get a bonus velociraptor. This will be for Kitty, because blood has already been drawn on her. Yeah, that 37's gonna hit. Would you like to try to dodge that, Kitty?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would.
A hard success, you were able to dodge. Great. Ryan, you were also already wounded, so they're gonna try to gang a little bit. One will hit out of the 3 that like trying to rip at you as they jump past in and out of the long grasses. Could you please, if you want to dodge, you can give it a go.
Yeah, I'll try and dodge, but roll 20 hates me. Oh, you know.
That's a
maybe.
regular dodge. They got
Yeah.
a hard success, so it will still I'm gonna take. Yep. Oops. Type properly. 7 points of damage as let's say it goes for your knee. Right, it goes for the leg.
Oof.
Try to take you down.
Ow.
Yep.
A lot ow.
Kitty's dead. He's gonna get attacked.
Oh.
Oh. And we'll have, because we have a bonus one. Yeah, one is gonna attack him. He can try to dodge. Oh, roll 20 stuck on stream. Oh, I know why. There we go. I fixed it. My bad. Sorry. Stream. Yeah, we fixed it. Windows are very particular about where exactly they have to be. Kitty's dad does not dodge, so he's gonna take. Everyone else has taken 7 so far. We'll have him take 7 for. Boop. Right. And then Edison is going to get some, but they will both miss. Seems that maybe their movement is. based on his little kitty.
Can he just be standing there going, no, no,
Yes, he's got his hands in
like
his
he
pocket.
did last time?
Just going, no, no, no. That's what he's doing. That's exactly what he's doing. And before we know it, we are back to Kitty. Kitty.
Oh, right. I have a choice.
Yeah, what would you like to do?
So, is there one attacking her dad?
Oh, there's 3 attacking your father.
She's going to go
In and out
after
of the
them.
grasses. Yeah.
But okay, well, she's going to go and try and defend her dad because
Sure.
even if she thinks that they can die, she doesn't know that he can. So,
Fair.
I
How
think
about this? You can interpose yourself in front of your dad and take the attacks for him instead.
yeah, she will. I think she will do that.
Okay,
She's come all this way. Like that makes
that makes sense. So you won't be able
Yeah.
to dodge, but your father will not get attacked.
Yeah, fair.
Okay, Lucky. Got some wily rascals on you. You heard some screams.
Yeah, I'm
'Cause
gonna-
I'm sure Ryan also cried out in pain, probably. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I
So
think
much
at
pain.
this stage, he's gonna try and sort of make it back towards the others, as he's like, okay, I can't run away. Screw it, I'm gonna run
Okay,
back to
okay.
them.
Yeah.
And he's gonna sort of make his way to him, still wielding his bucket, and
Yeah.
sort of go, does anybody have any guns or weapons?
Yeah, they didn't give you a gun when they met
That's
up
a
with
good
you.
point.
Kitty, I believe you had
I've got
a
a rifle.
Yeah.
I think.
I'd say you can hand it to him if you want. Because you both are going kind of right now. That's if you want to.
Yeah, because she can't see anything anyway, I think she will fling it back to him and basically pick up her buckets like shields.
Sure.
Love it. Yeah, I guess he'll take it and he'll try and aim up to shoot the one that's just over Kitty.
Sure. Give me a rifle shot.
All right, I'm great with a 25, but it's better than a 0, and it's a 37.
37. All right. Shot goes into the tall grasses. You don't hear any squeaks and cries of pain or terror. Oh.
Get him next time.
But now, it's the Velociraptor's turn. And they're gonna go. We'll attack Kitty first, because she's defending it. So 5 are going to attack you. 3 were attacking your father and 2 were attacking you. So say, no. Actually, the second one's a yes. So no, yes, no. No. A super yes. So Kitty. And we'll just do it all in one go. I'm gonna take
Oh boy.
16
boy.
points of damage.
Yay.
Okay,
Okay,
still up?
3 hit points, baby.
Oh. So you're standing in front, you've got the buckets on your hands as shields, and you're blocking your father, but one grabs onto one arm, one grabs onto your leg, and it hurts. Oh, it hurts, Kitty. The 2 are going to chase Bucky as he ran back into the second when it fired a big loud noise.
I think if I have a bonus action to say something,
Oh,
she'll
saying
realize
cool lines
she's
is
like
free. You can say cool
just
lines.
she'll just kind of turn to her dad and be like, "Stay alive. We'll come back for you." Like, this probably won't make any sense. It's like, we'll be back and do it better.
Okay. So these are gonna attack Bucky. No, and yes. Bucky, you could try to dodge if you'd like.
Oh, I'm gonna try and dodge.
You
Hard
succeed.
success.
Yeah, hard success is gonna succeed. So you were able to
Just
dodge
ducking under.
Ryan.
Sorry, did I miss my go?
No, the Velociraptors go before you. It's like Kitty, Bucky,
Great.
Velociraptors, you, and
It's
Kitty's
so
dad.
quick.
Yeah, I'm trying to make it, not take forever.
Yeah.
So, all right, we had Rion. Okay. Oh, oop, nope, not like that. Nope. Yes. No. Would you like to try to dodge?
I mean,
That work?
sure. Why
Yeah.
not?
It's hard. You need to get a. Yep. It's gonna eat and bite you. Or, 4 damage.
That's exactly what you needed.
Oh, I was like, man, I rolled real low. And so, Kitty, Bucky, Edison Jones. Oh, going no. Bad dinosaurs. And Kitty's dead. We're like, Kitty, no. You see Ryan. A velociraptor comes out, grabs him by the neck, and tackles him into the tall grasses. And you just hear noises. Ryan Hawks is no more. So Bucky's, not Bucky's dad, Kitty's dad gets to go. He's going to try to shoot with a pistol at the ones that are latched onto Kitty. He's going to succeed. We succeed very well. Dealing 6 points of damage. Well, the velociraptor that is on Kitty, looks pretty injured. The one that's on your arm. These seem to be a lot more squishy than the T-Rex. Maybe even a little more squishy than the pterodactyl. There's a lot of them. And then Edison Jones is also going to try to shoot at one on Kitty. So now that one of your party members. Does he? He's going to miss. Quite. Oh dear. Shoot. Kitty, what would you like to do? One is
can
released
I-
off your arm.
One is really.
You still have one lashed on your leg. Trying to tear and rip.
So, have I got any? Can I try and smash the injured one with the bucket?
most certainly
like,
can.
swing it?
Yeah, give me another
Like
fighting roll.
improvised thing?
You succeed. Let me look at what your damage bonus is. Da, 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 da. Damage bonus. You do not have a damage bonus. Just roll me 1d4.
Okay, sorry. I probably didn't set things up right.
No. It's based on
well.
your size and strength is your damage bonus. So it's a.
Oh,
Not everyone has one.
1d4.
1d4. 2.
2.
It looks a little more injured. It does not look thrilled. You bonk it.
It's
You
a
bonk
bucket.
it real good.
I
Bonk.
bonk it real good.
You bonk
And then
it real
scream
good.
at it.
I love that visual. Bonk. Ah! Bucky.
Yeah.
What would you like
I
to
mean,
do?
aside from being impressed by the warrior spirit of Kitty, I imagine he's just keep like, well, cocks the gun and just goes again. Still going for the one by Kitty to try and buy him some
Yes.
time.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, let's see. It's unlikely. It's very unlikely.
Oh. Miss. And now
Gotta learn to
It's a-
shoot a gun.
the Velociraptor's turn. They're gonna attack. The one on Kitty's leg is gonna try to just tear into it some more. And it's gonna tear into you real good. You could try to dodge it if you want, or you could just. Wait, no, you're defending your father. You can't dodge. Oh, it's gonna. Sorry, Kitty.
Oh. Is it?
6 points. You are muted. But I love the Can we hear you now?
Well, sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, my leg gets ripped off and
Yeah.
she just
The last words.
it's just last words just like I hope we loop.
I hope we loop. As she gets dragged off into the tall grasses by her leg. Trail of blood. Blood-smeared
Eek.
grasses as they kind of pop back up. They're all coated in red and only half as tall as they were. So the ones that are still up are gonna switch to Bucky and Father and Edison.
Yeah.
So it's more like each have 4 on
I
you
think
now because there's 3 left
he'll-
standing.
Yeah, he'll probably look at Kitty's dad and just be like, we should swap. You're probably better with a rifle than me, and you got a handgun.
All right, he could do this swap before they attack you.
All right,
Just-
great. No
That's
worries.
cinematic.
Be with God, he says, and he'll just shoot himself.
You're gonna just shoot yourself.
He's not being torn apart. He's just like, no.
That's flawless.
And so Bucky Boone is no more. And we'll spare Edison the gruesome grisly details and rolls. As the camera pans out, you see these tall grasses shaking aggressively, getting increasingly more in a little small area coated in red. It goes dark. World goes dark. Then you hear a sound. You wake up. Your eyes open. Ugh. You've all just hit the seats in front of you or the ground on the train. Everyone is there. Everyone's
each other.
there. Everyone except for Kitty is 5 hit points from full, and I need everyone to make me power checks.
Oh. That's right. So I'm back to 26. Nice. Nice. Max power check.
Okay, everyone succeed on their power?
Oh,
No, Mina, you don't remember what happened.
this is incredible. I love this.
Mina, everything's just a vague. It's fuzzy. You only lose 1 sanity. Everyone else, you remember everything that happened. And you will all lose. Yep, okay. Boop. 3 sanity. Oh, you got so lucky on that low roll.
Hey, Lindy, I have a
Got
question.
lucky.
Yes.
Tom got a hard success. Does he
I
lose
did.
more sanity?
Does that mean I get super remember?
No,
and,
you
like,
just
I remember more.
remember all the details.
Ugh.
Yeah. You're just a little more like long-term traumatized. But
Wonderful.
I did appreciate that, Susie.
Thanks, Susie.
Yes, no.
welcome.
It's just success based. This one it doesn't matter so much how much. Unless you crit it. If you crit, then maybe like something would happen, but no one crit it yet.
Yeah.
If you crit, maybe you'd remember everyone, even the ones that you forgot, and that would be really traumatizing. But no, everyone but Mina remembers.
Even the ones you weren't alive for, Tom, you remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mina, you don't remember, but this feels familiar. Feels real familiar. We don't know about Edison because right now he's the one rocking back and forth and disassociating a little. No, he wouldn't be rocking back and forth. He's just straight up sitting up straight, proper tail,
Yeah.
staring straight ahead, disassociating real hard.
He's on standby mode. Okay.
We are now on
Understood.
loop 3.
He's updated. The Windows update.
Um,
Next
We just went
week,
through
he's gonna
blue
go,
screen of death.
And so,
Do I?
as is like last time, people are crying, people are screaming, people are freaking out. One of the triplets that you now know, her leg is broken. One of the businessmen on a business trip, his shoulder is dislocated. And
where is Mr. Bailey?
sitting up straight?
Oh, he's
where
not
he
lying
was.
down, okay.
He's not lying
Okay.
down. He is where he was the last time you looped, with a big bruise on his head and a cut, but also an injured arm. It looks like.
What, in addition now?
Yes.
Mm. Does
Looks
it
like
look?
he's got a.
What does the injury look like? Does it look like an injury that he got on a train, or does it look like an injury that could have been from outdoors?
Yeah, is it a bite, a slash?
Give me like medicine or first aid, you know, to kind of
Maybe
like
you do
determine
that.
injury source.
I'm not. Yeah.
Well, first aid maybe. Yeah. Nope.
I'm not going over to him at the moment, but
Yeah.
I was looking from
You
a
don't
distance,
know.
so I can't
From a
really
distance,
tell.
You can't tell.
But I can
Yours is
tell
sitting
he's
there.
more injured.
You could tell he's more injured. Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna turn to everyone and look at their faces. Be like, do you remember?
You remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Dad died nobly.
No? Do you... So the water tower doesn't ring a bell?
Water tower?
It rings a
maybe
bell
the
for you,
best.
August.
Does,
Poor August. Mind is shattered.
He has 20 sanity points left. Leave him
Oh
alone.
God. Oh no. Miss Staunton, do you remember the Tyrannosauruses?
No.
Don't remember either loop. Okay.
It all feels very familiar. Like I've been here before. But I don't remember any specifics. What do you mean a Tyrannosaurus? What do you mean a water tower?
We've died twice. We're doing it again. Pick away,
Yeah.
Miss Staunton.
This seems to be the case. Is our Australian awake?
He's unconscious.
Okay, good. I just gotta show you guys something. I don't know if worms mean anything to you, but I just feel really suspicious about this guy because he's injured differently and he's Australian, which is inherently deceptive. He says he goes over
We
and
sent
will,
all the criminals there, right? Or England did.
yeah. So he'll go over and he'll go through the bag, just pull out the worm book. Just go. This shit's really boring, but maybe one of you will find it entertaining. But the point is, it
Mysteries of the
speaks,
worm.
speaks of the mysteries of the worm. It's from Brussels, which is also suspicious, but more than that, it speaks of like weird stuff, like familiars, and you know. Maybe one of you can make more
And
sense of this, but
You think
this all
is
seems
relevant to this situation? How?
I don't really know. I mean, I just, you know, it's, we've been dying, and I'll take any fucking shot in the dark right now.
He is the only person that seems to be changing through these loops. None of us
Yeah.
are.
Case.
I mean,
Like-
things are happening to us, but
Yeah.
and he's never awake. Can't
Yeah.
seem to wake him up, no matter what.
Hmm.
And he
But
has
he's-
that damn penguin, and I know I'm a little obsessed with it, but look at it. It's dressed up. Where did he get that outfit from? Come on.
She was not
Premeditated,
dressed
if
up
anything.
before you went into before the lights turned off
The
and
loop.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is the penguin touching Mr. Bailey? Like on his chest or next to him, or?
It would be sitting next to him, so yeah, there'd be like proximity touching.
But it's not like touching him or anything.
It probably was before everyone, you know, reached
Yeah,
to a
yeah,
halt.
yeah.
Yeah. And now he's kind of slumped
just-
over onto the chair, you know, half onto the floor. He's just sitting there like she hasn't moved at all.
There is something about that penguin. I mean, do you remember the other monster? And I wanted to. He
Oh.
looked like he was going to do something, and then he's just stopped and sat back down. No? Okay.
No,
You-
I mean, we had. Sorry, I was preoccupied.
You were
back
shooting
then.
guns, yeah.
I remember him not doing anything. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he looked like he was going to, and then all of a sudden it's like he got into some sort of daze and sat back down, like he was being told to almost.
So
But-
hang on. Would it be better if I took the penguin and just put it in a box somewhere? Were you more comfortable if I did that?
I mean, if you could, but to be honest, I went to
August
throw
will
it.
unload his handgun into the penguin.
What are you doing?
August, can you please make me a power check? You need an extreme success.
Fucking brilliant. Oh,
No.
damn.
You point your gun at the penguin. Give me a moment. I need to pull up. I didn't think it.
Oh, damn.
Oh, Doris, you bitch!
What I
Mr.
imagine
Bailey
is we've
20
got the
times.
screaming woman behind us because her leg's
Yes.
broken for the third time.
Absolutely.
We've got everyone chattering about this penguin, and August is just remembering all these ways that he's died. And he's like, that's it. I'm just going to kill the
Two and
penguin.
two
That's
together.
definitely a
Honestly
solution.
fair. Honestly
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah, I mean, fair, absolutely.
And like, at
fucking
no
fair.
point in his death has he had a chance to defend himself either. So I'm imagining he's like re-looping with all of this. I need to defend myself aggression.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
damn.
Yeah, poor August. Yeah, you point your gun at the penguin and fully intending to unload. But as you look at the penguin, eye contact is made. And you suddenly have an inexplicable and strong aversion and to the sight of the penguin, to the idea of harm to the penguin. And slight nausea. Some nausea. Can you roll me a d6, please?
Yeah. 3.
Thank you. Okay. Yeah, you feel a really strong aversion to the idea of taking the penguin, harming the penguin. Yeah. The theft or harm of this penguin.
Okay. So yeah, like gun goes up. He then like turns away, kind of catches himself feeling nauseated.
Yeah.
Uh,
The
he'll
idea is
drop-
sickening to you. It is.
He'll drop the handgun onto like the seat next to him, and he's gonna go back and just stab the woman with a laudanum syringe or whatever it is we're giving.
Yes.
Just go and do
Absolutely
first aid at the
can do it.
back. Just, okay. We're doing it again. Round 3.
Can you just give me like 3 first aid checks and I'll apply them to the NPCs? Yeah. Cool. We'll say you got the one with the
that's
broken
not
leg,
bad.
which, to be fair, she hadn't been successfully healed up till this
No.
point. So this time you actually get her. You get the dislocated shoulder, but there's someone else who's just got like a cut, and you don't quite get that one.
I think it's Mina, right, who has the cut on
Yeah,
her
Mina.
head.
Well,
Yeah,
everyone
thank you.
was
Split.
injured slightly because we did
Yeah.
do checks on everybody to try and get those hit points back.
We did, yeah.
Yeah, because I infected Mina and then she died. So
Yeah. But she didn't
Those
have
two
to live with the
definitely
extension.
correlation
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
cursed. Yeah.
Yep. Just in case, this is the last loop. Make note on who's healed and who's not.
Oh guys, you.
Okay.
I don't know.
I mean, if people want a
Last
round
loop
of
could've been
patching
last
up,
loop.
I can patch you all up. We can try and patch up Mr.
I mean, I
Bailey
can
if you
help
want.
too.
For sure. You can roll for everybody here. Because everyone but Kitty is injured.
August, as he kind of is going around the group and he kind of gets nearer to the penguin and nearer to Miss Bailey, says, "What if when he dies, we all die? What if that's the end?"
Well, maybe the Worm book helps with that idea?
I have
I'll have a
many,
look
many
through the
questions
book.
about this book that you're obsessed with.
Right, I'll
First
take
it was the
book and
Mormon
have a
Bible, and now
brief-
it's a book of worm.
Look,
I'll
I
have a
just
brief
saying this
browse
thing's-
through it.
this thing's weird.
All right,
There is definitely something about this man and the
Aw.
artifacts that he brought. Definitely.
Exactly.
You're right.
so
He is getting worse and worse.
maybe
All right. So Bucky gets healed and everyone else does
Ah.
not.
Bucky, you
Thank
get 1 HP back. Only
you're
4
the best,
people.
August. Thank
And
you.
then here's the healing for Mr. Bailey. Ooh, high
You're able
success.
to treat the wounds. They look better. They're definitely getting bandaged up. You put like a compress on the head for swelling. All that stuff. Good. He seems to be breathing a little easier. He was kind of breathing unconsciously, a little heavy. He seems to be breathing easier now. Yep.
Right. Well, we don't have a huge amount of time, but we know what's going to happen. I wonder if. Oh, Ryan. I kind of look over at Edison, who's clearly not even more out of it than sometimes usual.
Yeah.
When you talked to the people at the front of the train, do you think there was any way that, knowing that we need to try and get the train all the way to Gunniston, do you think there is any way to keep us going for longer?
They didn't think so. I mean, they might have better ideas if I can guarantee them that Goodison is just around the corner. Maybe I could have another word with them.
Do you think there's surely there's other water supplies on the train for tea and drinks and
Maybe. I don't know. I'd have to talk to the engineer.
I don't know that it would get us all the way, and taking water supply is not the best idea, but
I mean, the worst that happens is we die again, right?
Yeah,
seemingly, but
really
I
not
mean-
liking that. I really don't want to die again.
But
it's not very fun.
It's
It's
a
rather
horrible
painful.
experience.
yeah, I remember.
But
Can I check my notepad and the stuff that I've written in my
Yeah.
notebook? Is it?
It's gone.
Is that?
If it was not
it's
written
gone?
in there
Okay,
before
cool.
the sound,
That's-
it is
we
not.
know. We now know the rules. We're learning the rules as we
Okay.
go.
You sure are.
Alright.
You're getting some clever ideas too. Some of you are
Yeah.
asking the right questions.
All right.
So
we haven't started peeing in the thing yet, but none of us.
Yeah. All right.
I
everyone,
just
haven't been
form a
told
line.
that.
Like
we
one
have not
loop
been
away.
told that, but there's got to be a lot of people on this train who's got some pee in them.
I just thought August died before we met Kitty's dad, right? So he
Yeah.
has no idea about any of the temple stuff that we
No.
now know.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
I was
He
wondering
doesn't
like,
do
if you
patching
were
people
going
up.
to tell Bucky in case Ryan and Kitty forgot. And you're like, we'll explain it later. And I was like, whoa, what a risky gamble.
That's true. Well, it was actually, I suppose. to be honest, we know we've got an hour until the train runs out of
You do.
fuel.
You do. You do know
And-
that.
And so I think it feels like, therefore, there is time to fill Mina
Yes.
in and to like basically go over so that we're all on the same page about what we did last time, what we did the previous time, second time, explaining that the father's there, that we went to the lake. That was not a good idea. Collecting rainwater was an option. This temple. And the time dilation stuff. I think it makes sense to fill everyone in on all of that, I think.
Sure.
So that we
It's
all
easy enough to do.
I would like to go and speak to the engineer again.
Sure, you can go up to the conductor Robinson.
Yeah, the
You
conductor.
make your way through again. All the people in the middle class and lower class cards freaking out. It's real crowded. Can you give me that spot hidden or dex check to get through?
Yeah, I'll go spot
People.
him.
It's gonna take you longer because again, people are freaking
Yep.
out. It's real jumbled, so it takes you longer than you would like, but you do get to the conductor.
All right.
Kitty can be filling in people during that.
So I reached the conductor, and
How can I
say,
help
Conductor
you?
Robinson, right?
Yep.
Yep. Conductor Robinson, we're running out of water. We've run out
Yes.
in approximately X amount. I say what Edison says, what the time was. What was it?
134.
134.
122.
I said we're gonna
4
run
or
out of
something.
water.
Yeah.
124, like
134.
124, 134, yeah.
134. Everything
Yes,
has
that is
changed.
approximate
And
code.
also, look, we've been here before. I've talked to you before. We're in a time loop. It might seem crazy, but you told me that your wife say that you have a mole that looks like a bunny rabbit on your left butt cheek. All right, so let's skip the
Let's go make a
whole
check.
I don't believe you or whatever.
He ends up
Okay.
suspecting you've slept with his wife.
I get punched.
Can you make me a persuade or a charm check with a plus 20% because he super succeeded on his sanity check.
Sure. We'll do persuade.
Plus 20 would make it 85. Not quite a hard success, but pretty
Close,
close.
but not quite. But, you know.
So he goes, all right, say I believe you. What do you want me to do about it?
I want you to figure out a way to get this train to go a little further than it will.
How
It's
much?
approximate. How many miles were we away from the
2.
train? And 2. I need you to just push this train to go 2 more miles. I don't care if you have to detach carts. I don't care if we have to put all the booze in the engine just so we need to get this
Oh, wait,
thing.
did you not put booze in the engine? That would be
Look, I'm not an
very-
engineer.
very bad. Don't ever put booze in a train engine. Not.
Okay, we're
No.
not going to do that. But if we detach a number of carts and put everyone in thing, will that reduce enough to get us to get?
The thing about that is it does, the extra weight makes it harder to go uphill, but it helps on the downhill.
Right. So are we going up or down?
We're going to go down. There's one last hill before Gunnison.
Okay. So if we keep the... So if we detach the cart from the top, that should help get us to go a bit further.
It'd help us on the up.
Oh, it would help us on the up. All right, well then let's detach the carts on the up.
The new Pullman, I suppose if there's water there we could chug backwards and get it. Reattach it.
I think we
Right.
need to get to this. We really need to get to this town. Gunnisson's there, kind of, almost. It's
Well,
kind
the
of.
last
It's
2
a safer.
stops were not there.
Yeah, well, this one is. I guarantee you, it's there.
Right.
Okay. And we need this train to get there. So if we kind of, detach them, get us that way, will it be enough?
Possibly.
It will get us further than it would.
It would get us a little further.
All right. Then I highly suggest you detach as many
Right, we'll
carriages
get
as
everybody out of the
possible.
Pullman.
Yep. Okay.
And I'll see what we can do.
And what about another one? Would another one help?
Well, the caboose is behind the Pullman, and that is given push, so technically we are losing our push if we disconnect. If we just disconnect the caboose, then they have an extra weight and I don't think we have space on the train to move any of the lower class people up. They're already pretty packed.
Yeah. All right. Well, maybe that'll be enough.
If we could, we do have some water for wound treatment. If we tell people we're getting water, we can treat their wounds. We could try to...
Yeah, I mean, if we take that water that people are using to treat wounds, will that help? Or is that just not enough? Will that?
It might help. Tell you what, you get everybody to piss in a bucket.
Okay.
Give that a shot. He was not open. He was very sarcastic with that idea last time, but you have persuaded him more this time around, and so he's willing to give up.
Water is water. All right,
100
odd people
stink.
pissing in a bucket. It could be.
It'll probably be a few buckets worth, hopefully.
All right. Well,
we'll try that before disconnecting cars, because that caboose is our push. Second in.
Okay. All right. Right. Okay.
Here, he hands you the buckets. You can do that job. I'll work up.
Sure. Okay. Right. And then I'm gonna go through the carriage, and I'm gonna go with.
And he'll send you with a porter, like
Yeah.
an engineer, to be like, yes, this is what the conductor has asked us to do. But
Bucket.
can I get one more
Bucket.
persuade just to get because people are freaking out, you know, and now you're
Yeah.
asking them to pee in a bucket.
Odd success.
You were able to keep them calm enough to get some buckets worth. I'm gonna roll a luck check. See how far this gets you all. Whoa, roll 20. Why did you refresh? Not what I wanted. Okay, here we go. Sorry about that. Okay. That's pretty good. I don't know how much luck the conductor has, but that's a good roll in general.
Surely at least 80. Train conductors are notoriously lucky.
Sure. But that is a success. So you will get further with this plan.
Right. Well, it's something, I suppose. All right, and then I'll head back.
Right. Kitty, you've explained everything to everybody but
blah,
this
blah,
point.
blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
You've caught everybody up.
Well, don't you think that going back to Gunnison is pointless? If there was a way out, that way your father and his friend would have gone. The only thing that changes here is the tracks and the temple. Don't you see? It doesn't matter where we go. It's the only way that anything ever changes, ain't it?
Well, the temple is closer to Gunnison than it is to here, so... Because it's still in... Is it not? Is that direction, though? We're not going back on ourselves, are we?
So Gunnison is... Let's say you're here. Gunnison is...
Yeah.
You're here. Gunnison is
Yeah.
east. The temple is, like, northeast. It's like a triangle.
Okay.
And the lake would be,
Alright.
like, right here.
Yeah.
It's the only thing here that don't make sense the same way the train don't make sense.
Well, it's definitely the thing that seems to be affecting time. But
And you were dreaming of it.
yes, I do think the temple is the key. I just also... It sounds like the temple is sporadic. I mean, if they've been testing it already with various animals and it seems to change, I don't know how much testing. We didn't really talk about it enough, maybe, but I suppose we could do a similar thing. I mean, maybe it rotates through, and we know that, and we could find the time when we can go in and change things enough, I guess. But it also seems incredibly dangerous. It can.
Why is
if
it
it
here?
can
How
age
is
you-
it here?
Well, that's... Yeah, who put that here? I mean, there's... Humans weren't around when there were dinosaurs, that's famous, right? So, who built that? Also, yeah, Ryan also dreamed about the temple. The crystal, a bit more than me, I think, even.
Hey, Ryan gets back. From this conductor talk.
What did you dream about that crystal, about the temple, Professor? It's important.
Sorry, I picked up a biscuit.
There's no time for
Spencer,
biscuits.
how can you be eating in a town like this? It's just insensitive for the way
I'm
that so
hungry,
many of us have
alright? I've
died in the
twice, all
Really?
right? Gives you an appetite. Sorry, Crystal. Yeah. I dreamed of this temple or something like that. And you climb to the top, and there's this floating crystal at the top. That's pretty much it.
August was suggesting that we go straight for the temple. Although if we don't go and find my father, we won't know where the temple. Well, we won't know the best way to deal with the temple. I feel like we have to go and find him and Swiftcrow so that we actually can understand what they understand.
Well, he did say the temple was incredibly dangerous with different time dilations. And one false step, and you could age something like 1,000 years or something like that.
So going there with them at least would mean that they can explain where the edge, because they said there was a barrier, right? That they knew exactly where the edge of this time was.
Yeah.
And it sounds like we need to collect something that could age, like they mentioned animals before.
Fruit.
I think getting Reginald would be a boom to us going to that temple. For sure.
Yeah.
Also, pee in this bucket.
What?
Look, I'm trying to push this train as much as humanly possible, okay? So we're trying to get as much water from the train, and we're gonna lose some weight as we, get to the bomb to try and push it to Gunnison, all right? And we need as much water as possible. So, yeah. I've been doing it throughout the whole train. Literally everyone on the train is pissing in a bucket to try and get us that far.
Probably should go to the back and then
don't do
piss.
it here. No,
No, but you're gonna carry the entire thing through the entire okay.
Well, desperate measures.
Yeah. Can we at least put it in the toilet or whatever we call it?
Yeah,
and we'll go in there.
Please. Yeah, go. Yeah. Or whatever.
Okay. Oh dear.
And I'm just gonna eat my biscuit.
I think Kitty will look awkward and then think, "Yeah, we gotta get there." So she'll go where the bucket's being sort of hidden and go and relieve herself in a bucket.
Sure. Yep.
The things we stoop to, but I've been eaten by dinosaurs 3 times, so what could be worse? Not twice.
Yeah. So
Okay.
everyone can piss in the bucket, and then the bucket will be carried up by the porters to the front of the train.
Oh right, yeah, great.
You're glad you're at the back of the train now because the front of the train is getting interesting steam scent.
Wow.
But it will get you 1 mile further.
Okay.
That's
So
good.
it gets you stop now 10 minutes later. Maybe not 10 minutes, like 5 minutes later, because you guys are moving like 40 miles an hour. Something like that. Math. Get 1 mile further, but you are going a little different speed, so. And you're now stopped at where the intersection is, rather than before. Get over that last hill, and basically that's where you get.
The intersection is where you divert to either the lake or to Gunnison, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. So, I mean, we could ask others to. Oh no! Everyone will just die to those things.
If there's enough of us, maybe it'll be fine.
I mean, to be honest,
Hashtag they can't eat us all.
We're back to the worm. We'll just become a big wiggly worm.
What's the standard portion size of a dinosaur, We've got to figure that out.
They
How
hid in
many-
the grass. If there's anyone who can just cut down a big path of grass all the way to.
We'll just set fire to it. Don't worry, friends. This is
I mean,
full apocalypse now. Let's go.
colonialism and stuff, but makes perfect sense. Don't give them the
You know
cover
what?
if it's pack
I
animal.
totally saw a crate full of scythes back there. We can just scythe our way through.
Well, we could let others do that while we go up to Gunnison. Get them
What?
filling up the train while we figure out how to figure out the time thing.
You do remember what happened when we went to the lake, right?
Yes.
And you want to send people into that.
No, not really. I was saying, but we do still need water, whether or not we turn back time
do.
or not.
However, there is a water tower in Gunnison, right? We need to go to Gunnison. I know there are those friggin' things there, but it's strength in numbers. We get everyone who has a gun, come out with us, and we go. And then we kind of like, I don't know, do a like a chain from there to fill up the thing to get this train there. Or alternatively, we tell everyone they're walking a mile to the town, and we leave the train here.
You've right suggestion, and if we have every lady who has brought a parasol or an umbrella that could help obscure our forms, maybe make us look a little less like dinner.
I mean, I'm worth taking a. Yeah.
I see that Mina has been to the British seaside and fought off seagulls before.
Well, that water tower is very unstable, though, as we well know.
Well, it can't support the weight of a pterodactyl landing on it.
Yeah, as long
but-
as it's one of those giant things don't land on it, I think we're fine.
And technically, even then, there's still a chance. But
Was it?
If a Swiss breeze take it down.
Yeah, that's the thing. How much water did there seem to be in it?
Seemed to be about half full. The glass was half full.
Oh, okay. So,
Half empty. Half full.
So a significant
Depends on
amount.
who you are.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, maybe train like a bucket train along the tracks is a little safer.
And essentially, we just have
Yes,
everyone
nothing
who
has
a
attacked
gun.
you on the tracks so far.
We have
Yet.
everything that everyone who would maybe have a gun or a firearm, they just keep watching the thing while everyone else just line up and pass bucket.
Yeah,
And that's
I
probably
don't
the
think
best
that's a bad idea. This seems to the tracks literally cut through this landscape. It could be that we've never seen an animal cross the track. Maybe they can't.
Maybe. Although, do the trains go into Gunnison?
It goes alongside,
do
I
the
guess.
pterodactyls. So when you say did the pterodactyls go over the train tracks?
They did circle above when they were chasing you all and stuff.
Okay,
Yeah.
I thought so.
But they were more. They didn't. You didn't see anything flying above.
They were like Main Street, really, wasn't it?
It was
any
like,
of the town?
yeah, you were basically in a big, like, open town square kind of thing, and that's
Yeah.
where they were circling around.
Yeah, the fact that they could land on the water tower, which is like literally right next to the tracks, though. So yeah, so maybe that theory is out the window, but hard to tell.
Right. Well, should we tell the conductor and he can organize getting things sorted?
Yeah, I think getting everyone to start gathering as many buckets as possible so that we can and start trying to convince people somehow of what they need to do. Get as many strong and willing people. A mile is significant. We even with even if everybody on the train was doing it, I don't think we'd stretch in a train that wasn't gonna have to walk a little bit.
Oh, I mean, a little walking's fine.
Yeah.
That'll be fine. It's just you walk a few feet or whatever, and then you just pass it over to the next one.
All right. Should we all start trying to convince people, or?
I mean, I'm happy to help out.
Yeah, Bucky, I think.
I'm not
you
the
got
most
a
convincing
few
of
words.
people, but
I can spin a yarn. I can help. That's fine.
While you do that, I'm gonna go around and find as many people who can use firearms as I can.
Okay.
Get them all together.
all right.
All right.
I'll be rallying the ladies to hand over all their parasols and umbrellas and everything.
For sure. A lot of gentlemen would have umbrellas, too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Big hats, whatever it is, just something to make us look less
Just
animal.
Mm-hmm. All right, I will need some persuade or charm checks from people who are gathering things. Mina, you were able to get a lot of umbrellas, parasols, big hats. All right, Bucky, you were looking for people who had firearms? I mean, Ryan was for sure.
Brian was. I was looking for people to help out with coming out, grabbing buckets, doing
The
the
buckets
line.
and stuff. Yeah, all
generally
right.
talking to people, trying to convince them. It's the only way to
Sure
get moving.
thing. Yeah. So Bucky, you're able to get the middle class roused up. As soon as their injuries are treated, they are going to be down to. They want some Advil in some time to compose. They were all just asked to pee in a bucket, and now they're like, and now you want us to do a bucket chain? Can we at least get like band-aids first? They're all they will comply once they're all treated. So probably like an hour.
I can
or
help
so.
treat some people if need be.
The porters are also helping. They're helping people. It's just gonna take time because there's like 100 of them, but you do get a decent size. Just say like you get 30 people, 30 men, probably mostly, to volunteer.
Okay, that's good.
Once everyone's like taken care of, so that'll be a time gated thing. Ryan, you are able to you find your fellow beer enthusiast in your passenger class. He says he's pretty good with a pistol.
Cool.
Not a lot of people have firearms. You find some farmer people, but they're also the people who said they could help with the buckets, and they're not going to get up until they get treated, and that kind of thing. They might be middle lower class, but they still have dignity. Damn it!
Yeah.
They were already asked to pee in a bucket.
Hard times require hard measures.
Yeah, and it does not smell great up front.
Well, can't imagine coal smells particularly good down there.
No, it's a bad wombo combo.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess once we've got people, we'll try and arm people as much as we can. And if
Sure.
they can't, just have them like.
There's 2
watch.
rifles and a shotgun. That is that the train is available to give to you.
Oh God, that's it. Okay.
I mean, I've got a pistol that I'm happy to give someone who knows how to use a pistol, because I'll take a rifle or a shotgun or whatever. I want Mina to have the shotgun.
Okay.
So I've got a 25 in shotgun. I have a 20 in handgun. So really, for safety's sake, I should have a shotgun.
Yeah, it's just logical.
Yeah, I've got a 20 in handgun and a 40 in shotgun rifle. But I don't know.
Did he
She
get
keeps just
some
using
rifle?
buckets for now.
That's pretty good because I've got a 65 in handgun, so there's no point in
Ooh, you
August
can-
having
you
anything
have a
bigger.
handgun, August. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
We'll say Kitty has a rifle. We'll say Mina has the shotgun. August has a handgun. Ryan, handgun or shotgun? Handgun or rifle?
I'll have the rifle.
Rifle, and then Bucky
And
can have a
my
handgun.
handgun's ready to go to anyone who needs it.
Sure.
Bucky would probably need the handgun then.
Yeah.
And you've got Mr. Beer Enthusiast, but I will say he does walk with a cane and he is very slow. He's also a little injured.
That's okay. I just want him to stand around this circle and just make sure that nothing comes too close. This chain. I just want him
Sure,
standing
yes,
around.
he can do
going
that. Yeah, he can
overwatch.
do that. He can get the chain. Now, do you guys leave before the chain gets organized to go get Kitty's dad? Or do you wait till you've got a
I
chain forming to
think-
deal with pterodactyls?
I think what would be best is that we lead the chain.
Yeah, we
the
got to
place.
lead the people along. So like we're forming the chain as we walk, and
Yeah.
then
So
they
you-
because we
Because
keep
remember,
showing
there
them
were
where to go.
pterodactyls
What
in
Yeah.
the village.
What if we fashion some torches with some of our whiskey, some of the nice curtains in the thing,
Mm.
and we used
Yeah.
fire and smoke since we've got a train that was previously putting out a lot of fire and smoke?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Real good idea. I can't imagine they enjoy fire. In fact, they probably.
Plus, smoke
never
is
really
obscuring
seen it.
too, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's not a bad idea to just set fire to the jungle so that
Yeah, fuck the
little
jungle.
scatter the fucking animals away. But depends how close it is to the track. So I'm imagining it being far enough, but we might all just die of smoke inhalation if not.
Yeah, maybe we'll just fashion some because I've got rope and stuff, so I can probably wrap it around a chair leg and
Mm.
soak it and make
Yeah.
a torch that way.
We can use like fabric from clothes as well. We can rip them and put them around chair legs and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we'll give torches. to
Cover it in
people.
coal dust.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be really good.
Lots of coal dust on the train.
Yeah, it's not exactly gonna run out, is it?
Well, it will, but hopefully not.
don't give ideas. It's like now you've got water. Oh, the coal's run out. Whoopsie.
Just finding Yale's line of thinking absolutely fascinating is all.
But I've just figured out a plan B. Set the
Excellent.
train on fire.
Set the train on fire and just set it off.
I like that.
All right, cool. So we've got a few
T-Rex
torches.
comes again. Lure it onto the tracks, then send the train into it.
You haven't seen T-Rexes
Alright.
since going in that direction of the jungle, so you know.
Torches, guns. Let's go and get Reggie.
Umbrellas, and you're leading the line of people with you. So you have a lot of
Yes.
civilians with you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
We're hoping that basically a herd. We're hoping that any predators will see it
because
as a
hawks
big
have never
herd.
attacked a herd of bunnies.
No, but it's big.
But
and they're
we're
more
ready
than
for the
likely
hawks
not
this
to do
time.
it.
We know they're
police
there.
don't usually have
You do
they
know
don't
they're
usually
there.
have
We've
guns. It's fine.
Yeah, they haven't got. We've got fire. You know,
Yeah.
Guns.
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
We've got
Okay, have we brought
parasols.
any children along just so that
Let's
they're
set the
you know, the
parasols
bait?
on fire.
Yeah, parasols on fire.
Yeah,
If
women
only
and
that
children
little shit-
first.
Yeah, if only that little shitty girl was still with us, we could just like, you know, set her up
Yeah.
as our thing.
She'd probably got us through this already, to be honest.
We'll
but
we'll send out the children's skirmishers. They're meant to go out on their
She'd
own.
come out of that long grass with like a red bandana covered
Yeah,
in blood.
she'd be
She'd be
leading
like-
them. Like- oh god. Okay, let's do this.
All right.
If
That's what you
Um,
guys want to do. We'll do that.
Sure, let's go. Let's rock and roll.
love how you
This is
say
gonna
that like
be a
we got the
bloodbath, isn't it? It's
stupidest
gonna be a
idea ever.
bloodbath.
It's like, well, we don't have much choices. Like, there's not...
I like how
Hey,
there's
I
one
almost soloed the
really
T-Rex. We'll be
obvious
fine.
idea that none of you all have put forth.
What? Oh god, what?
It's great.
Did we miss something obvious? Oh, fuck it.
I'm telling you,
you're
Lindy's idea is set the train on fire. I know how your mind works, Lindy.
It's not.
What if we just make the train go backwards? Maybe the problem is that we came forward. We just need to go back.
We should just go back.
Oh, I'm just so. I'll
Reverse.
tell you
Yeah,
guys
like we-
afterwards. It'll be fine. So, you guys are leading in this procession of umbrellas, torches, lanterns, and buckets. Got about 20 people plus you all. Say 30 people, including you all. Heading
Plenty.
towards the town, where you know pterodactyls are circling.
Yeah, but we know where to look out for them. And the
You know
second
where
I
to look
see
out
one,
Can we
I'm
shoot
gonna
them both
shoot.
before they attack?
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot.
You
them.
Get the
can
drop
do
on them.
that, for
We
sure.
know the future. We should be able to like do this.
You are able to get the drop on them, so to speak. You know to look up this time. You know what they're circling. So
We don't need to kill them. We just need them to make it look like
Need
we're
to
not worth
fuck
the
off.
hassle.
Yeah.
All we have
once
to do.
you got, I will say, once you got the one that was picking up Ryan Bloody, he did veer off.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
you carry on straight ahead. Not long before the jungle opens up a bit, revealing the ruins of what seemed to be a train stop town. They're dilapidated. There are dilapidated buildings being slowly choked out by vines from the jungle. The ticket booth has long since crumbled, with a refill water tower is barely standing on its rusty legs, and a sign in front of the train station, hanging on only by one of its two chains, swings ominously, letting you read the barely legible sign that lets you know you're in Gunnison. And you hear a voice, as you hear a voice saying, "Kitty, is that really you?" You all looking up in the sky, ready to shoot pterodactyls.
Hell yeah.
And you see two pterodactyls circling about,
I fire.
and you all can give me weapons shots.
I've got
wanna-
one of the
Is there, like,
rifles, haven't I?
Is there like cover to go into and then fire from cover? Like, I
You
don't
could
know,
go
like a
through the
wall.
town
The
into some of the
building, right?
buildings. Yeah, or stay on the edge of the jungle. Cover.
I'll go into one of the buildings.
Fudge.
But going into buildings does mean you have to go through the town, like into the town
Hard
first.
success.
So let me get some.
Yeah,
Is
I'll
it
just
worth
fire.
spending any luck?
Okay. Hard
Got
success. We have. Two successes with handguns and a shot rifle. August, could you roll me a D1d10?
Yes.
We'll call them Pterodactyl A and Pterodactyl B. And Ryan, you can roll me a
12.
2d6.
Oh my
Ooh,
god,
nice.
August, you legend. Should have
That is-
given him 2 pistols.
Well, I guess he could have taken Edison's and just been like.
Yeah. I'm sorry,
Yeah, you
it's
could have taken
2d6,
Edison's
right?
if you want. If Ryan still wants to have his pistol on him, you could have taken Edison's. Edison would have let August have his pistol.
No, it's okay. We'll leave Edison with the pistol because who knows how this is gonna end.
Armor. So that. Pretty good shot. Not quite bloodied, but it's definitely injured.
Cool. How much is it for the rifle?
2d6 plus 2.
2d6. And
So 6 means that some of it gets through.
the rifle, armor piercing. I made sure it's armor piercing.
It's armor piercing. How much? Or is it just armor piercing?
I don't know. How much armor have they got?
I just had a really funny thought. You know how we
I
have
generally don't know if it's armor piercing. I just made it up.
you know how we have all those taxidermied animals in the luggage? What if we just like sent them rolling down the track and let things run after them?
As bait?
That's the next
Yeah,
Using
fake
bait?
bait.
Throwing
Yeah.
out food? Wow, what a great idea. Hungry pterodactyls might want bait.
They ain't getting
It's almost
enough
like they
food.
left after eating and moving on.
They ain't getting
Yeah, but
enough food.
they'll
They're in a war
they'll
zone now.
Yeah, but you know, you eat a thing made of like foam
Give 'em-
and straw or whatever, and you
Yeah.
realize it's not
The
food
train
pretty
does
quickly.
have
I say,
food.
give a pterodactyl a fish and he'll eat for a day. Give a pterodactyl a shot to the head and he'll never eat again.
That's true.
Ah!
That's true.
I refuse to give up my sandwiches.
Does anyone want to push
Principle of
any
the
of their weapons rolls or spend any luck?
Oh, wait. What happens if you push? You might break the gun. I don't think I want to push. I
Yeah.
want to just try shooting again before
Okay,
they come
so-
closer.
Well, you will get one shot before they notice you all. Because they
Yeah.
are pretty perceptive. They do have a bird's eye view. I had a cold, wet nose go up my leg, and I was like, whoa. He's hidden. So you all get your shot off. A hail of gunfire goes off. And one of the pterodactyls, we'll say it's the same one you guys hit. You know, focus fire.
Yeah.
You know. Here, let's see, I have a pterodactyl. There we go. You hear that it cry out in pain, and they're both going to try to circle and come down, especially the injured one, because it is not happy that it got bit up in the sky. That is not a common happenstance for it. They're going to try. They will have some negatives because you guys have, you know, some umbrellas and distracting things. So there's a chance that
Torches
if
and
one attacks you, that it goes for an umbrella instead. A guy grabs the umbrella because that's what you're holding up.
Mm.
So pterodactyl 1, pterodactyl 2, they both miss.
We're trying. We've got
Hey,
like
the
the whole
plan's
group
working.
grouping up, right? Unless they start panicking and running.
Oh,
We're
they're
trying
kinda
to stay in
panicking.
a big.
They've never seen a dinosaur before. The group
Yeah.
of people is definitely panicking. I'm going to say that right
Stay
now.
together. Don't let them stay in a big group. Make yourselves look
Give
scarier.
me a persuade check.
Oh God, I'm the
Or
least
charm.
persuade.
Come on, plebeians, you should be good as a mob.
Oh
The
god.
mob panics. The mob panics. There's people splitting up and running.
Boone, that's your job.
Everybody else, you can now
Yeah.
shoot again if you'd like.
Yeah. Let's
I'm
shoot
gonna
it.
I think
try and
I'll-
shoot again.
I'm gonna try and calm the crowd.
Okay.
Oh,
Sure.
what the fuck? Roll 20. You hate me.
It's not. You're not having a good day, are
I'm
you?
not having a
August.
good day.
August and Ryan again. Can you roll me your weapons damage? On the same pterodactyl, we'll say? The injured one?
Yeah, I want to take one down.
Mm-hmm.
9.
9 and 8. So that's a
Eight.
total of 17. It doesn't kill it, but you see a heavy wound. Like one shot whips through the wing, one shot hits in the chest, and you feel the hot liquid drip down on top of the umbrellas, like a hot wet rain. And that one peels off and just heads into the jungle. There's now only one pterodactyl who is loving that the crowd is freaking out because Bucky, you got a not hard success. That
Yeah.
helps with the fumble. Fumbles are bad.
Okay.
So people aren't completely fleeing
I made
now.
them panic more, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah,
how
yes
much
you
more?
did.
How much luck would I need to spend to make that an extreme?
Ooh, let me math that out for you real quick.
Thank you.
Oh, that's not what I needed. That was bad math. Ooh. You need 4 luck to spend.
Okay, I'm gonna spend 4 luck and make that
Spend
an
4 luck
extreme
and make
to
that
at
extreme?
least make it better.
The extreme will help cancel out the fumble.
Okay.
So, they begin to kind of group up again together, which means this pterodactyl is not going to go for the ones who have split off from the group and try to pick them off, the weak fleeing gazelles, because it was definitely going to try to go for the singles that had split off from the group.
I mean, to be fair, that would prove my point a little bit, so I wouldn't feel that bad.
So, Bucky, you have done that, which means it's going to try to attack one of you all, but it's just going to roll to see if it can even connect, and there's a chance it'll hit an umbrella. It connects with an extreme, so, that is going to negate an umbrella, so it is going to pick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll say 6 is your other friend. August,
Not August again first!
is going to do a bite. Not gonna do a claw, it's gonna do a bite. We'll say it claws the umbrella out of the way, and is going to try to bite you. You can try to dodge, but if you do, your next gunshot will have a negative.
So what I imagine happens is he's lining up on the one that he and Ryan just shot, and it's just zoomed off. So he's watching that one go away, and he doesn't see the other pterodactyl coming in.
Yeah.
Like a fighter jet from the other side.
Yes, you would need to get an extreme to dodge it. If you're going to dodge.
I mean...
You remembered they didn't kill... Well, you don't remember, but Ryan said he was able to take some damage from him without dying, so I'll give you that.
Maybe he hears it at the last second. I will try the dodge, because I don't see a value to not at least trying the dodge.
I mean, that could be that's only the worst case scenario. You succeed, but not enough. So you will still take some damage. 5 points of damage. That's a nibble. A nibble.
It's
a mere
fine.
Nibble. It's gonna probably go for your shoulder, went somewhere on your arm. We'll say
Get
not
nice
your gun
aesthetic action hero chunk.
Yeah, we'll say it's not your pistol arm. We'll say it's your off arm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the sleeve gone.
We'll cauterize it later. It'll be fine.
Yeah. And now everyone can shoot at it, and it's pretty close because it tried to just do a claw bite.
Fuck's sake.
I'm just making
wait, it's a
noise at this
failure.
point.
Can I spend 1 luck to
You
make that a
absolutely can.
success?
Yep, spend 1 luck, and then you can roll me 2d6 plus 2.
I have such a strong inclination to jump on this thing and try and ground it, but I'm going to resist the urge and just shoot it.
I think
That's probably a good call.
2d6
I'm gonna keep
plus
persuading.
2.
You're gonna keep with the group? Okay.
I'm gonna keep people keep them motivated and calm as best I can. At least,
Sure.
He's doing salmon on the mount over here.
Yeah. We'll say because your last one, you're able to. People are still grouping up and they're trying to keep calm. They're losing their minds a little bit, but they're at least together.
Yeah.
8 points of damage. Did anyone else succeed? Oh yes, Kitty. Yes. 8 plus 8.
That worked.
Beautiful. 16.
Yeah.
HP is that? Okay, yeah. It looks hurt. It's not bloodied. It's close to bloodied though. It's real close. It's reaching out because it's freaking out. And it's like pterodactyl screech. It's not happy. And we'll say a rock is gonna sling out and miss. Kitty, your dad's trying to help. But now it's gonna try to eat again. It's gonna try to try to nibble somebody. So took off a bit, and now it's gonna try to just get. It's just so hungry. This poor pterodactyl is just so hungry, and it's gonna.
Well, maybe we should give it a map with the T-Rex nest on. There's some nice eggs that can go and eat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Great.
Go here to muck dinos. It'll be fine.
Scrambled eggs, but it misses. So everyone else, you may try to shoot at it. You'll probably unless everyone misses, you'll probably drive it off this round.
Next week I gotta make those dino nuggies.
You do.
Yes, finally a
Ooh.
good roll.
Good roll.
Hey, I get inspired by my dad helping. Wants
Yeah.
to show off in front of him, make sure
All right.
his rifle lessons weren't
Also,
in
your
vain.
beer enthusiast succeeds on his shot this time too. So he's gonna roll.
Oh, right, so I rolled the same thing, so...
That's not what I rolled. And
Is it the same roll in an extreme versus a normal?
Oh, I rolled
Not
Not
an
exactly
an extreme,
the
sorry,
same.
a hard.
a hard is the same as a normal, but if you got an extreme, you'd get damage bonus if it was a melee attack.
How good was my hard success? I might be able to push that to an extreme. Just need to figure out what an
But you don't
extreme
get a
would be.
damage bonus on shooty guns. It'd have to be a melee.
I see. I got you. Okay. 5.
Yeah, 5. But we got 5, a 10, and
I
an
rolled
8.
the 2d6 plus 2 again.
Yep, that's
And
that's
got exactly
perfect.
the same.
Yep, that's fun. That's funny. So okay. Ooh. Yeah, it looks real bad. It's all, but again, hot liquid, pterodactyl blood all over the umbrellas. You almost take it down, but it manages to weakly flap away, following in the trail of its friend off into the jungle.
Right. Okay.
You guys have fended off the pterodactyls, and people are only crying and sobbing and screaming, losing their minds a little bit.
Okay.
They're
I'd
not
like to
done.
reload my gun.
Most certainly.
Oh
can
yeah, do we
that.
need to
Yeah.
do we need
Yeah,
to
you
do
probably
something
do.
for that, or just...
You just say you reload it. You've got some ammo.
Oh
You've
yeah,
got
I'm
enough
definitely
ammo.
reloading it if it's empty. How many bullets can the rifle take?
That's a good question. It says on rifle reload, right? Let me just.
I imagine it's a bolt action. You
Mm-hmm.
need to put another one in or something.
Each time.
Yeah.
Like
Unless it's a lever action.
Could be a lever action. Oh, I wish
Yeah,
it
it's
was a lever
this one
action.
actually probably is lever action because lever actions were quite
Oh,
popular
yeah.
in the 1880s. So,
All of the cowboy playing nerds in this chat just got so excited.
So satisfying.
so satisfying.
yeah. But the only guns I know are the ones from RDR too. So, you know, like, it's like, is it one of those?
It's a pretty good
like-
selection.
We'll just say you reload. You have like 4 shots. I'll look it up specifically later, but I'm not gonna put the game on hold just to get you. I know how much
No,
damage
that's
it
fine. I was just curious if it was like a mechanic to reload type thing, you know.
does. There would be, yes, but because you guys had, decent things, I will say you guys
Okay.
were able to you came prepared. Especially the pistols and rifles. So you see the door open to the little makeshift camp you know your dad has set up. Kitty, is that you?
Yes, we're here again. I mean, well,
He runs up and just hugs you. Of course I remember you, my darling girl.
oh, right.
Never forget you.
No. Hi. I give him a big old hug. And we're like, okay. Oh, we need to figure out the next plan because the last one did not go well. And I beckon everyone else inside if they aren't, or at least of our group. Like, someone needs to tell those guys what to do, but she is not going to because she knows she's shit at talking to those lot. So.
Yep. You can have your beer enthusiast. He will orchestrate trying to get the water tower the water tower bucket train starting to go.
Wonderful. Hi, Reginald.
Mr. Hawks. Good to see you.
Yeah. I'm sorry to rush you and everything, but
He's looking like people. He's just so happy
Yeah.
to see you.
We're so blasé. It's like, oh god, I gotta introduce people again. It's like,
so we're gonna be with any luck, we got a train back there that's run out of water.
Train?
So we're gonna do and we're gonna bring the train in, okay?
These tracks showed up about 4 or 5 days ago.
Mm.
Out of nowhere.
Yes.
It's like I've been here for years.
you have, Daddy, you've been here about 5 at least, or at least in our time you've been here 5. I don't know what
Right.
it's been here.
Yeah.
I
We
haven't
should
really
probably
been keeping
do,
particularly good track.
We should probably do introductions with.
Oh, please.
right, yes.
Yes.
You-
Sorry,
you-
I'm in such a state, and he tries to like
Oh.
straighten himself out a little bit, but he's just again he's Jumanji man. Real disheveled.
Father, don't worry about it. We're not needing to be proper in this sort of time. We just need to survive.
Mm, mm. I'm
Yes.
curious. How old is Reginald?
Let's see, how old is
Roughly?
Kitty?
A kitty's in the 20s.
28, I
20s?
think, if I remember correctly, that I wrote down. So,
Is he late 40s, Susie? Is
40?
he late 40s?
I was gonna say,
I was gonna say
Mum's
he's
not around, right?
53. We'll say he was like
Oh,
25.
that's in range.
Hey.
That's in range.
Another
Hey.
soul for the soul jar, everybody.
Yeah.
amazing. It's like, oh yeah, Father, this is Miss Staunton.
Nice to meet you.
pleasure,
Parasol.
pleasure.
Like, you doing the parasol on the shoulder. Just
I keep forgetting August's last name. What's August's
Hope.
last name? Hope, yeah. Mr. Hope,
Pleasure.
and Mr.
It's good
Boone.
to have hope in these times.
Pleasure to meet you.
Did
Boom.
we leave Edison on the train?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
They left him
rebooting.
on the train.
He's
Rebooting.
Genuinely rebooting.
He's had enough of small talk. He can't deal with it. He didn't have his proper breakfast. Right. Father, we need to know
How are
about
you here?
the temple. Oh, right. Well, good question. I think the same way that you're here,
I found a cave with some petroglyphs, and when I came out of the cave, it was like this. Me and
Right.
Swift Crow and Rosabelle.
I don't really understand how we've sort of stumbled into this, but basically just about an hour ago on the train when we were in normal times, it was like we hit a tunnel or something. Something strange sort of happened. The carriage is jolted, and lots of people got hurt, and then all of a sudden out the window we were seemingly here, cutting through this jungle, and
Poor girl. Look, you've grown up so much. It's been like 5 years. He hasn't
Yeah.
seen you.
no, I mean she probably has grown a decent amount, right? In the sense, well, I mean, we actually came looking for another missing person. I don't even know if this is anything to do with that, but
Well, the only people here that I've seen have been myself and Swift Crow. He's out looking at the ziggurat and the
Temple,
petroglyphs
right.
to see if anything's changed since those tracks showed up.
right, and the mule, and
Yes,
Okay.
he took the mule with him. Supplies.
well. I look around at everyone else, like, do we need to go to the ziggurat?
I mean, it sounds like it may be the case.
Father, this is going to sound incredibly strange, and I apologize, especially if I don't seem as happy to see you. I am. It's just, we've actually done this before. You see, for some reason, when we hit this, I don't know, time bubble, it seems to be looping us. Our little group, at least, maybe everyone else on the train, but this is the first time they've all been out and about. But we ventured out twice before. First time we all got killed by Tyrannosaurus, and then the second time we went to the lake. You took us to the lake,
Yes, I know what that
or
is.
tried to.
Yes.
And there was these other jumping little creatures that it was not fun, and I think we all died again. At least I certainly did. And then we woke up on the train again, and now we're
So
back.
it's like you all reset when all of you die.
Seemingly.
All of you die? Not like everyone on the train, or just you? He points to the group of you.
Well, there is one other gentleman on the train currently.
Right.
So, I don't know. I mean, last time we were here, Miss Staunton and August both got killed under the water tower.
Oh dear.
And the rest of us survived for a time. I know. I don't know. You told us about this cigarette and about time and about carrying animals up there and fruit.
Yes, it's strange time abnormalities, but I've never seen a loop. It's interesting. Maybe
it's just
Ryan's an archaeologist. Maybe he can make more out of these petroglyphs than I was able to. The ziggurats depicted in them, and there's these symbols. Maybe he can garner more information. Maybe Mr. Hawks can garner more information than I from the petroglyph.
Yeah.
I think you did show us some pictures before, but we haven't gone to the cave.
Sketches, but they're not the entirety of what's there.
You know, if you think about it, we'd have no idea if it looped when we all died or if everybody on the train died on account of we were dead.
That's
we don't
true.
know how long it is between the loops.
It's very true.
Yeah, that is true.
So
Yeah.
what happens to the train? It's a lot of people to just suddenly die.
Maybe they
Well,
die
they
all
might not
slowly.
suddenly die, unfortunately, when we died suddenly, but they could all just die of starvation over time.
Yeah, maybe we get out nice and early each time, you know?
Bucky remembers the last time he died.
He died like a hero. Kitty's dead. I do think, though, he will look at him and go, hey, have you ever heard of the Book of the Worm? I just putting it out there.
I don't believe I have.
I was hoping someone would know it. We have a strange Australian man who has a book about a worm and weird flying things and just, I don't know. It's kind of an earworm for me.
Wait a second, Mr. Cartwright, did you ever hear about an expedition to... He looks around because he only half remembers what Bailey said about going to Antarctica or the Arctic. He doesn't remember which.
Oh, yeah.
Antarctica. Yeah, there was, Cook expedition? I can't recall who, but it was in the 40s. When we're all around the world. Boat did and got some samples from Antarctica. I remember that because they took them to what started the Museum of Natural History up there in DC.
Do you recall anything strange from the papers about that event? About the
No.
expedition?
Nothing strange at all. I can recall at least.
Well, never mind. We should go to the cave and the ziggurat. Is there anything that's different? The only thing except for Mr. Bailey.
I could take you to the cave if that's what you like.
Sounds like a plan. We got our buckets on the go, so at least that's going to be powered up by the time we come back.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I think anything to try and find more answers.
All right, I will guide you to the cave. Then we can get there. Good, you all got guns and loaded. All right, let me just get my pack and come back with a backpack. You know.
Do you need to leave a note for your companion?
Oh,
In case
already
they get-
did.
Okay.
Wrote in the dirt. In case he gets back before us, but he wasn't expected back before dark, so we'll probably meet him up there. Actually.
I'm pretty sure I know the answer to this, but can I have a look for where I left my marking? Is there still a
Absolutely.
mark?
There is not.
No. Okay. All right. Didn't think so.
And your dad's still alive, so you know that's.
Yeah, there's that.
He might not be
Flipping
alive
hell.
if your mark was still there.
How many
I-
times did he
that's-
die at the temple and not know?
Can I
Yeah,
try
well.
something, Lindy, just
Of
before
course,
we
you
go?
could
Oh,
always
damn it,
try
it's
something.
too late now. Can I somewhat retcon something very quick? Just a small thing.
What is it?
So essentially, I would like to write on my notepad
Mhm.
all the things that happened previously,
Mhm.
but then before I left the train, pop it in Bailey's pocket
Sure.
and then step away.
Well, so you could have done that. You could have done that before
Thank
leaving
you.
the train. Yeah.
All right. Cool. Okay. So let's
No
get going.
problem. All right. So you follow the train tracks back to where the split is, and he goes, "Oh, this is." And he follows the tracks. Take the left-hand turn and follow the jungle as it slowly opens up to reveal a meadow with tall swaying grasses and a large blue lake. The tracks continue through the meadow towards the base of the mountain in front of you. You go to the lake, or you continue following the
You
tracks.
said through the meadow.
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
long
But
grass on either
But
side.
it cuts through.
It cuts the grass. Yeah, it's got that big 10-foot section on either side, like it has through the whole jungle.
Okay.
You follow the tracks, or you go to the lake? I'm assuming you follow the tracks this time.
Following Reginald.
Follow the-
I mean,
He's
Yeah.
gonna follow the
he's
tracks. He's
Alright.
like, oh, good. You continue following the tracks, and they lead towards the mountain ahead. As you get closer to the mountain, the tracks begin to look less like finished tracks and more like a work in progress. They eventually run out, and where they end seems to be kind of a footpath begins. It's kind of how you get the structure is up there as you're kind of curving around. It's been hard to keep it in sight. But as you approach the mountain, that footpath kind of fades out. A peaceful meadow, grasslands, is at the base of the mountain with the little footpath. You can see a group of quadrupedal creatures, each with a massive horned head and a bony frill on its neck, apparently grazing on grasses like cows in a pasture. Looking up, you can now see the structure resembles a ziggurat with a precarious staircase leading up to it. There also appears to be a cave at the base of the mountain. It's too far away to make out any of the details.
Can we try and stealth past the rhinosaurs?
Yeah, we want to
The
give them, like,
Triceratopses? Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're friends. They're
Kate
friends.
loves them, but Kitty does not.
Yeah, they're friends until like a rhino or an elephant, they charge us and crush
Yep.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'd rather be bitten than, stabbed right through with a horn. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Or alternatively, we just found our mounts.
Ah,
True,
right,
You wanna
finally
try?
useful. Oh my God, that would be amazing.
I've got
but-
ride and rope skill.
Oh, there you go. All this is ready.
Also, because this is a new type of dinosaur, I do need sanity checks, because we made one for the pterodactyl, and we made one for the...
Oh, yeah.
For some
the
reason,
T-Rexes.
ride is one of my highest points thing. I don't know what I was thinking.
Kitty's aunt would be so
sanity.
proud.
I'm used to dinosaurs now. It's fine.
You're
You've
used to
seen one, you've
dinosaurs
seen
now.
them all.
Those who succeed take 0, those who fail will take 3. Just because
3
These-
sanity.
yes, these look like big old
August.
tanks. They're a little freaky. Scary.
6.
17 whole points left, everybody.
Okay, so
How
it's gonna
many?
make
What
it-
happens
Oh,
when you
no.
hit 0? Do you
17?
just die? Just die of insanity, or
Something
just
happens.
It's bad time.
Real
You're not
bad.
a character anymore. You're not a player character anymore.
Oh no!
You might die, you might turn into something
His
else.
mental health just went.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys wanna... What do you guys wanna do? You gotta get to the cave. And he's like, sometimes these creatures are a bit easily startled, so it'd be good to be quiet.
Sounds good. We'll be quiet.
Quiet.
So we're trying to be
I'll attempt
stealthy.
to be quiet.
Yes, please everyone give me stealth checks.
Fuck
God.
me! Roll 20. I
Come
want
on,
real dice
guys.
again. I
Woo!
don't like roll 20 right now.
I'm scared to roll.
Oh
Woo!
my God!
Failures
You
all
know, just be like the rest of us.
We're not
We're all
designed for
staring at them,
quiet.
and every single
your
one
dad
of us
fails
steps on a
too.
stick at the same time. Like,
Jesus.
You guys step on the crunchiest sticks.
yeah,
in
just
the
like
meadow.
everyone.
One of
Snap,
you
crackle, and
sneezes,
popping.
the other one has a cough. And the
Someone
herd,
just goes, "Ooh, look!"
yeah.
there's some babies, some little baby
Oh,
triceratopses
no.
there.
no.
Oh fuck!
And they
I
turn
quit.
and they turn and you
How
hear
far away from the cave are we?
oh yeah, you could make it.
Good. 'cause
We
I'm really hoping
make
we
it.
can.
But they are going to stampede.
Wow, great. How big is this cave? Can they all just stampede in?
No, the cave is too small. Like, only the baby Triceratopses could make it into the cave.
Okay.
I needed to play.
Oh, we
Probably
need
weighs
the
like
death
2 tons
music.
as a baby.
At some point, maybe we'll reincarnate and get to be dinosaurs, okay?
Yeah, we turned into dinosaurs at one point. Maybe
Yeah.
that's
No,
what
we
happens
gotta
when you
play
go
against
insane.
ourselves.
It's just the aisle. Oh, man.
Ooh.
Lindy's too happy about this.
I know.
Lindy is so
Triceratops are
happy.
my
She's been
favorite.
delighted.
I do love it.
I do love
They're so
Triceratops.
cool.
They're my favorite from a kid. I love them.
Okay.
But I don't really want to die to them.
So, there's a herd of Triceratopses, and they're going to do a trample. They're gonna do
Cool.
a trample. I will say
I
that
would
the
like-
males are going to try to gore with their horns because they're trying to protect the young.
Because we're such a threat, quite clearly. Well,
I mean,
I don't know.
You
The
look pretty
giant
sneaky.
Still run like
flaming
this.
umbrella mass.
Yeah. I mean, you do have big umbrellas. That's kind of like frill necks, you know? That is
Oh,
kind
yeah,
of
who knows?
scary.
Or maybe that's how we scare them. Just like do the.
Yeah, and they're like,
Opening
trample
umbrellas.
them. So they're gonna
Kate would like to toreador a Triceratops, please.
Love.
everyone can give me dodge checks, unless you'd rather shoot at them. But
No.
they look pretty
No,
beefy.
the-
Is what I'm
They look
There's too
armored,
many of them.
Yeah.
So we have one extreme, two regular, a fumble. Oh, August.
August not again.
August is not.
No.
August is not meant for this world. He's a doomed character.
He's too good for this world. He's just.
Roll20 is like, I've killed him 3 times.
It's never gonna get another stamp for his like book for his mom. Oh.
Oh, he's getting a stamp right now. It's just to his face.
All right, so we're gonna go. We're gonna roll for trample. There's a lot of them, so we're not gonna make individual checks. We're gonna just do a generic trample check for each one that's gonna run over you. We will say they have to beat your dodge checks. For there's a lot of them. They're gonna be. I'm just
We
gonna,
should
I'm just gonna
have
start rolling. I'll let
Found
you
out
go.
how to make slingshots by my dad. That maybe we just spend it one
Should make
one of
ballast
these
so we can
Groundhog
trip 'em
days.
over.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Dig a pit. I don't know.
this is for Kitty.
Cool.
It does technically beat Kitty's extreme
Great. Cool.
dodge. So that's can't believe we rolled a 4. Okay, so that's that. Bucky.
Oh my god. Roll20 loves you, hates us. I get it.
I think
I've
Roll20
done a
loves
deal.
dinosaurs. Mina. That does not trample. You succeed.
God.
It does not trample. August, that is a fumble, so they are going to try to gore you with a horn. And they get a bonus, and yeah, they're gonna gore you with a horn. And then Ryan, that is also a trample for you, I'm afraid. So trample. We'll do August first because that's been our thematicness thus far. Okay, so August, you are going to take. That's not the. You, Triceratops, the mother in the lead, comes forward and does a big, kind of like a rhino would, for 18 points of damage.
I'm dead again, Lindy.
No. So everyone sees the head, the first Triceratops pick up August. August the horn goes straight through his midsection, and he's now a hood ornament for this Triceratops as it carries on along. Everyone else, I'm just gonna roll one. Unless you would like me to roll, I can roll individual trample damages or a group trample damage. I will allow you to pick a group.
It's like communal.
What?
Yeah.
Communal
Yeah,
trample
when
damage.
it was more cinematic, go
Communist
for it.
trample damage.
Yeah.
Sure. That makes sense. That's going to be 13.
So we all take 13
I'll
damage?
take 13 damage, except Mina. Mina, you dodged it. He rolled real bad on you. He tripped. Your Triceratops tripped a little. It stumbled.
Maybe
it missed you.
the oof of Mina's skirt threw him off where she
Yeah,
was.
yeah, like your skirts, woof, got through, yeah. So everyone but Mina will take 13 points of trample damage.
God, that's half my health in one moment.
Yeah.
Cool.
The cave is in front of you. It will take you 3 rounds to get there. It takes 1 round for the Triceratopses to swing back around, so you have 1 round of clean movement.
Wow, they didn't even they don't want to avoid us because the kids, they know that they're really just out for blood right now. They are water buffaloing it right now. Cool.
Well, I mean, you've seen water buffalo. They're and like other hurt animal elephants. They're like, yeah, we're gonna.
Sometimes they want to
eliminate
get
the
away.
threat.
Sometimes they just want vengeance. I get it.
They
I get
do.
it.
So you get a clean round, and there's 1 more chance for them to do another trample by. Do you guys do anything with your clean round besides just run for dear life? Limp for dear life? You did get kind of bashed into and stepped on a lot.
Trying, I don't know. Can I maybe use my natural world or navigate somehow to try and take in as much information about the area to try and think, if I can remember this, can it help me next time?
Yes, that is a great idea.
Because he's already, because August is dead. It's like,
Yes.
we're gonna do this
August
again.
is
What can we
flopping
learn?
around on the head.
Yeah.
Triceratops' horn right now.
I want to figure out a route and try and get to the cave. But someone,
Yeah.
Ryan needs to get to the cave and figure out the glyphs. I want to figure out how we can do
you
that
may most
better.
certainly make me a natural world check. Yes.
Natural world check. Not navigate, just
Navigate. You can roll navigate too. Yeah.
navigate. Slightly better.
Navigate.
if
natural
if roll
world,
20
or
doesn't
spot
hate
hidden. I will allow either of those.
me. Ooh. Oh,
Just
spot
try to look up
hidden's
the
my
features.
one of my highest. It's 69, baby.
Nice.
Extreme
With
success.
an extreme success, you think back. You're running for dear life. You're thinking,
Yeah,
okay,
I'm
they were
looking
here.
at where we made the noise. I'm trying to
You're
sort
like,
of look.
you can figure out how far they can move in a turn, how fast they move, their movement patterns. You were like analyzing all of this, and this will all give you benefits should you have to do this again for some.
As Ellie runs her way along.
All right, everyone,
Okay.
please roll me dodge checks. Unless there's anything else anyone else wants to do. Yes.
I think out of sheer desperation at this point, because I'm not gonna outrun these. I think he will try and make himself look as the most harmless and friendly that he can to try and charm them.
Sure. You can attempt to do so.
It's not gonna work, but it's a failure, which makes sense. He's like,
You're like trying to make like baby dinosaur cute noises, and it's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
you're just too terrified and hurt. You're just like ah.
Lindy,
Yes.
can I
Tom.
see the top of the ziggurat?
You can.
Can I see a crystal up there?
You sure can.
I'm gonna shoot the crystal.
You may certainly try.
I know I'm not gonna outrun these things, so I'm just gonna go, fuck it. Oh, no.
You
I
miss.
missed.
Shot goes
Yeah.
wide. It's hard to shoot and run at the same time.
Yeah.
Turn around. They see you guys running still. They start to go again. August looks like this. Up on the floppy guy. I'm so sorry, August.
Don't lie, you were not sorry.
I do feel bad for August being the first one to go every time. Can I have everyone roll me dodge checks, please? Maybe if I stopped rolling 8s, you could also make it. Okay.
Too busy trying to convince him.
I can dodge, but it just prolongs my agony.
All right. We'll get there next round if you dodge this. They can't get you before the cave again. This is their last chance. So, this is going to be for Mina. It fumbles, which means it will trip and cause another. Someone who succeeds is going to have a negative. Basically, there'll be a negative. We'll say negative 20 to one of these guys. Ryan. Minus 20. That'll still hit. Fortunately, because that makes it. Wait, no. 29, 39, 40. No, 49 will still, yeah. There's a chance. Kitty. Misses. Bucky. That will just hit. And then, Mrs. Kitty's dad. Kitty, you're good. Your dad's good. Ryan and Bucky, your dodges were not successes. And they just barely succeeded even with that minus 20. They're gonna go for a trample, which is less than a gore. Thankfully. Maybe you guys will get incredibly lucky. 15 points of damage.
Yeah, I'm gone. I'm gone.
Kitty's dead.
Okay.
Yeah, 13.
No,
I only had 13.
Kitty survived. Kitty did not get hit by
Did
one.
I not take that damage? Oh, fuck. Thank
It's
God.
only Bucky
Okay.
and Ryan.
Oh, okay.
Oh, right.
She had her life flash
dead.
behind for her eyes and she's fine.
Yes, the ladies have survived. Ryan, are you gone? You dead?
Oh God, yeah. Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
so
By
Bucky
many,
and
many
Ryan
times.
get trampled, and August is gone. Kitty's dad, Kitty, and Mina, you make it to the cave. You hear the-
Artist made it to the cave. Thank fuck for that. Trouble is,
Yeah.
nothing stays in your notebook. Oh, God damn it. Oh, wonder if you gave it. No, it won't work.
There's a
Anyway.
chance I could remember it, right?
Yes.
Mina
Let's
says
at
that
least.
she picks herself up off the ground after throwing up because she's never run so hard in her life.
Yeah. I've run so hard in your
Yes.
life.
Fingers crossed we both remember what happened enough that
I think
you
we
could
must have
maybe
spooked
draw
them.
it. Yes,
so
I'm
too.
sorry. I think I know I stepped on something.
I think we all did. I heard a lot of crunching.
Yes, but I did try and make note before we got in here of maybe a better way
Oh.
to get here if we have to do it again.
Yes, maybe if we set off something louder at the opposite end of the field, they could go be distracted by
Wasn't
that.
just stampede away.
Mina's brain just went bing. The train has a horn.
We're a little. Are we close enough? Do you think? Maybe.
They're very loud.
It's possible.
Yes.
Could be a
All right.
distraction.
That's a good idea. We should definitely try that. Just got to time it somehow. But oh goodness, this is very distressing.
Oh, I'm
I
so sorry
really-
about your friends, Mr. Hawks. Oh no, and yeah, and there's
I'm very hopeful.
August has been scraped off the horn by this point.
I'm not
Grayscale.
looking. I don't think. I mean, I think she looks for a little,
Yeah,
and
does
then
anyone
she's
look
like,
out?
"Why is she
Do either
looking?"
of you look out of the cave at where your friends were? Nope.
No.
That's cool.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna we look out enough to go. Are they running? No, I don't see them running. I just see blood splatters and August sort of being carried off. I guess on
Okay,
the horn.
can you, since you're looking out though, can you make me a sanity check?
Oh no, shit. Okay.
Hard success.
okay.
You only lose 1 point from seeing your friends.
I still lose
You've been
one. Thanks.
typically one of the last people to go, so it's kind of starting to add up and become numb at the same time. Oh yeah.
Man, I'm glad I started with as much sanity as I did.
Yeah. But you made it to the cave, and you see these petroglyphs. These Ute petroglyphs. They're a little more spread out than they are on the picture I have for you, but you do see a picture of like a ziggurat with these weird triangular bodied creatures, heads and lobster claws, giving a crystal to people. The people seem to have beef with this creature, this little writhy, really, what's the word I'm looking for? Shriveled up, kind of raisiny-looking
child with
with a
swivelly
large
arms.
head. Yeah, with like a really weirdly big head. It seems like they shoot arrows towards it, but they disintegrate, dissolve, turn to dust. It seems that if it touches somebody, maybe based on the things, they age and then turn to dust. This is what your father's telling you. Like, these are what I think of things of, And then it seems that on this panel, the creature came up to the people, they had a crystal, and then it shows the creature like, it looks like asleep or trapped in a crystal beneath a mountain or some such. It appears to have contained it in some way. And then there's the picture of this crystal with these runes around it, and I've seen traces of these runes around the ground of the ziggurat. But they're kind of hard to find. Found a clear circle.
Does it? I mean, this almost looks like that strange lobster-like creature came down from the crystal, but also gave the crystal to the people.
Maybe the heavens is what the lines coming from the sky generally means. The heavens.
Oh, not from the crystal. Okay.
Although it could have come from a crystal. I don't know if it's the same one. Or maybe they used the crystal to open something. I don't know. It's
Or if it's the heavens, is that representative of a star?
That's a good question. Miss Staunton, you're quite astute.
This one on the right, do you think this means when they had the crystal, the little creature was running away from them?
I think
looks
so.
like it's going towards
that is
them.
what it
and
looks
then,
like. Yes.
So, I noticed Ryan seemed to shoot at the crystal, but I wonder if destroying the crystal just means that this creature will come out again. But at the same time, there's clearly something.
It does appear as if this crystal, if that is what it is inside this image, it seems to be containing this entity. Would releasing this entity be beneficial? It appears not. If this entity can touch a person and then they rapidly age, or whatever is
Abdullah
around
harasses
them.
people of all ages, but the dust being here with this person past the old person and then in front of the arrows, which seem to not touch the thing, makes me think that it's dust.
So
And there are weird time variances up there, so perhaps there's something.
So the arrows are not hitting the creature, but there is something turning to dust just in front of them. Or are the arrows turning to dust?
Looks like the arrows are turning.
Almost as if they were trapped in time and then time accelerated on them and then they crumbled to nothing. If time variances are. My question is not so much what is happening in this image, but why now?
Is an excellent question. Studying these, there's some other ones like around the walls. A lot of those look more normal, but this is like the big centerpiece. Piece.
And you knew that these were here, so other people clearly have come and studied these pictures, or were they studying these other pictures? I mean, these.
They might. I mean, I don't know. The Ute tribe is unfortunately tragically understudied. Documented. I'd heard rumors of petroglyphs. They're all throughout the mountains here. So many of them. This cave, I don't know if anyone had discovered it before we did. We did find some other walls with petroglyphs on our journeys. Swiftcrow knew were somewhere, and then had ideas about where others might be. And then we had a storm, and we came in here to seek shelter. And I don't know if these have been found before us. At least not for a very long time.
When you arrived in this cave, did you do anything else? Did you touch anything, open anything?
But we did
set
touch
fire to anything?
We set a little campfire, and so we could see. We had lanterns, not a campfire. We set lanterns, and so we could see. It was quite dark outside, and dark cave. But I did take rubbings, charcoal rubbings of some of these and sketches. So I did touch the petroglyphs. Yes.
Have you come back and touch them again, just to try and
repeatedly, just to
reverse?
see if that will do anything.
It is interesting that there seems to be a lot of things with the crystal interacting, or I find it this picture at the bottom right. Do you think that's the creature inside a crystal, or just a creature inside something else? It's a very similar shape.
It's true. Based on how things are drawn, sometimes they're more symbolic than in actuality. The crystal could be symbolic of it being like a seal of some sort.
So yeah, like it's sealed from doing its thing by having the crystal.
Yes.
Which seems, from these images, that it's a good thing, as you don't want it to touch you. But at the same time, we're now in the past, and we do actually want to... We don't necessarily personally want to age, but it's like the land needs to age. Even if we don't.
I do have an alternative reading of that image.
Yeah, absolutely. I've never studied this sort of thing before. I understand
Mr.
the rocks
Hawks
around
would have
it.
been the expert on archaeology and this.
Yeah,
things,
if we were studying the rock that it's drawn on, I could understand it, but...
The posing is fetal rather than trapped, if you get my meaning.
Yes.
And it appears to be in a mountain. Is this the origin of this creature?
Could be.
It would make sense. You're right. It looks like that's where it was born. Like,
Fetal position is either a sign of being born or of defeat or sleep. Those are the two interpretations of typical.
Are there any nearby mountains?
We're surrounded by them.
Any that look like this?
That I've seen. Not particularly. Actually, it is hard to tell sometimes.
Well, it's rather representative
Jungle.
of a mountain rather more than anything
Yes.
else. But
is the ziggurat on top of this mountain that we're currently sort of in?
It's on the side of the mountain, not on the top.
on the
of it.
side.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to the very top? Past the
Swift
ziggurat?
Grow has. I have not. It was best of footing. Quite swift. He has been to the top, and he said you could see for quite a good ways, but nothing special.
Can I look around this cave a little bit, or try to? Like, how
course.
deep is the cave? Does it look like it goes kind of deep? Does it look like it's being carved out by people or by something?
Can
Or
you
is it-
give me a geology check?
Oh, my thing! Let's see if I'm shit at it. Geology should
I'll give you a
be my-
bonus. Got a
Wait,
20 bonus. Because, this is your father's here, and he's also a geologist, and he helped out.
Wait, where's geology hiding there? Hard success!
Ooh, hard success with a 20 that might be close to an extreme. Hold on. If you spent 1 luck, that would be an extreme success.
Yeah, go on then. Take me down to 60 luck. Let's go.
Okay. Oh, you got luck to spare.
For now.
So with that extreme success, this part of the cave, looks like natural stone, smoothed out in a couple places for the petroglyphs to stand out a bit more. But the further back you get into the cave, it doesn't seem particularly deep. It does look more worked. And you actually notice that seems to be a secret passage back in this cave.
Father, have you explored down here?
Yes, it's one of those things where it's almost an optical illusion, where the foreground looks almost perfectly in line with the background, but you get in there and there's a gap that's hidden a little bit. Like this was meant to look natural. You can tell with their extreme that it was carved and deliberately designed to look like.
Down this strange passageway. You've been down here.
Passageway. This is a dead end. What?
No,
no.
no,
Extreme
if you
success
come
in
from-
here.
If you come from this angle, it's like someone's carved. There's a
Kitty,
passageway
you're a
down here.
Genius.
Well, I don't know, but there is something
Not
down
even my
here.
trainer, I
and
noticed that. We should investigate. Grab the lanterns.
Maybe by doing this, they let
I'll
something
go
out.
first.
Okay. Are you sure? Is my dad good at navigation?
He's pretty good at navigation. But you're thinking
Aside from the fact he's been lost for 5 years.
gentlemanly
I don't know where I am. But... And you
Well,
didn't
it's hard
spot
to
this.
know where you are when you're in a different,
Yeah.
millennia.
All right. Well,
Yeah, doing the gentlemanly thing and going first. And you go through this cave, this passage. You come
I
out, it
try
opens
and
up a
mentally
little bit.
remember the way and if there's any dead ends and
There
things
doesn't
like that.
seem to be any offshoots. It seems pretty straightforward. It's a little switchbacky, but you feel like you're going up.
Going up.
Mm-hmm.
It's great.
Feel
Love
like
this
you're
for
going
us.
up.
When I kind of realized and we're sort of maybe going for a bit, I mean, like, Father, would you know if we were getting close to the ziggurat? You said about the time thing. I don't want us to. We don't have anything to like throw in front of us. If we go
I
through,
do have a piece of fruit. Here, and he will like use his. He's got a walking stick, and he will stick like a.
yeah,
It kind of looks like a banana, on the front of it, and hold it in front.
keep that in
Bananas
front of you.
ripen really quickly, or under-ripen.
Okay, right.
He'll hold it
'Cause
out in front
I
of
wouldn't
him.
be surprised. We seem to be going up.
That we do. He will lead you guys up through this tunnel. And this tunnel, as you go along, every so often you notice some more of those lifts that you see in the circle around on the upper left. They're separated. They're more like in little bits and pieces.
Do they look exactly the same, or like they're saying something, like writing something?
Maybe more like writing here. Here and there, just kind of scattered throughout. You do see more.
Try to make a mental note of them, but
Yeah, you do.
oh, I
and
know.
you
I'm
see-
gonna write them in my book
Uh-huh.
for now
Yeah.
to try and give me more time to make a mental note of them.
Sure
if you know what I
thing.
mean? Even though I know it's gonna disappear.
You get to another chamber. It opens out, and there's another like secret passage, but because you're on the secret side, it's much easier to see. Come out, and you're in a square chamber. Well, no, it's almost like a pyramid shaped, because the ceiling gets narrower near the top. You see around the edge of this, it's oddly smooth, glossy, polished rock. You see, there are, you call them petroglyphs, but they're much too finely carved to be called petroglyphs. You see more reliefs of those triangular-bodied creatures.
Mm-hmm.
You can see since some of these pictures have different perspectives, more pyramidal-shaped bodies. With strange, almost like a two-headed serpent head coming off of it, lobster claws. Maybe some smaller tendrils as well. You see them on one wall, like in a circle, like having a meeting almost. On the second wall, you see them, looks like they're stepping into a machine, a contraption of some sort. It looks almost like a strange elevator. Rods, like a box, and they're getting into it, and looks like a flash of light emanating from the top. And then the next one, you see them in the jungle. You see the ziggurat. You see them landing on top of it and giving a crystal to people. And you see a bunch of text on that wall in this weird glyph language. And then the fourth wall, the one that you kind of technically emerge out of, it shows the weird, wrinkly, writhy, what's the word I'm looking for? Not dilapidated, like deteriorated, shriveled up.
Desiccated?
Desiccated. I knew it was a D word. Desiccated creature. This one image is much clearer. It looks like a small desiccated mummy with a too large head. You can see bandages wrapped around what would be a face, but there is no face. And you see space, stars around it, and a bunch of different images, one of which is a clock. It is 100% a clock like you would have in the 1800s. But the hands seem to be indicated that they're just spinning in a forwards direction. So there's no clear time because it's, it's carved out, but you can pick that much. And as the clock is spinning around it and you see the creature and you see the triangular shapes like doing this, and you see glyph text around it, much like you saw around the diamond. That is where we're gonna end our session.
Thank you.
You come out in this weird chamber with these weird symbols. You come out like right below where the creature would be. Like the door is like where its torso. Okay. All the scribbled up.
Okay.
Yay!
Cool. Oh my god. Sorry, it was silent because my brain is just going tick, 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 tick.
That's just what you first notice in the chamber.
Yeah.
There'll be more next week on Tracks of Terror, where the ladies, well, not all the ladies, well, the ladies in game, the character ladies are alive, barely. Wonder what they'll do with this knowledge. So let's go around. Let's say who we are, where we can find you, and your highlights, your favorite moments from tonight's game. Let's start in the opposite order that we started. So Tom, sorry you're dead. How was tonight for you?
Death-filled. It was good. It was good. No, it was always
You
good
died
fun.
twice to dinosaurs today. That's pretty impressive.
I did die twice. It is, yeah. It's not bad, is it? It's not bad. I liked our organizational skills, to get everyone working together. I thought that worked out rather well. I think we're probably complicating the things where the simplest solution is right in front of our face. But when do players ever do the simple solution? And I mean, I don't know. It shouldn't really be my favorite moment. Charlie knows where I'm going with this. But it is definitely my most memorable moment of the just sheer defeat in all of our faces. When, yeah, exactly, yeah. For where I am, Monday, I'm on Follow Black Cats now. We're doing a Warhammer 40k Wrath and Glory system, I think it is. We are inquisitorial retinue, where we've been dropped on a war-torn planet. Things are going well. Our dropship didn't get split in half, or anything like that. Everything is going grand. Yeah.
Yeah, everything's going grand for Susanna, Grace, me, and Staunton. How are you?
I'm good. I didn't die this week. I came back
didn't?
from the dead and didn't die. Tom got my death, extra death. So thanks for taking one for the team, Tom.
Showed up dead and you came back and you ended alive.
Yeah. No, it's really cool. I'm very intrigued why Mr. Krabs is fighting salad fingers and why humans are trapped in the middle of it. So
Yeah.
I can't wait to figure out that mystery. I think my favorite part of the session this week is not actually anything that happened in game. It was your pure delight, Lindy, when you got to ambush them in the meadow with the velociraptors. You looked so happy. Excuse me. But as for me, I'm not currently streaming on my channel because I still don't have a voice properly and I can't go 5 seconds without coughing still. But I'll be back once that stops. But on Mondays, I'm with Tom over on Follow Black Cats, where I play a Warhammer Crusader called Strakara Hellas, who is, completely against type, a strong girl who uses a big sword. I've never played a character like that before, so it's really challenging.
Wonderful. I would say life has been challenging for Mr. August Hope these days. How are you, Charlie?
You know what's not challenging? Death. Honestly, I was like, he gets attacked by the pterodactyl. I'm like, this is it. This is the death for the day. Sure. No, survived that. Apparently he can shoot. The boy can shoot.
The boy
You know what he
can
can't
shoot.
do? He can't dodge the Triceratops. I am now 3 for 3. 3 weeks, 3 deaths. First deaths of the group every week. I mean, technically, I guess we could give first death of the group to Tom this week. Kind of, but I feel like that was a continuation. Yeah. But yeah, I think my favorite moment is Bucky Boone teaching us what a Bucky Boom is. Didn't see it coming. It was glorious. Yeah, I mean, don't blame him, to be honest. Not much sanity left in real life or in game, but excited to play again next week. Next week, I am making a note to get myself dino nuggies so I can sit here and feast on the bodies of my enemies. Thank you all. It was super fun.
Thank you. Someone who may or may not enjoy feasting on the pleasure of her enemies. I've never asked. Kate Madison RP. Kitty, how is tonight for you?
Who doesn't enjoy that? It was like
Final girl over here.
Well, I don't know. I seem to be good at dodging, but it's just being whittled away slowly, bitten slowly, eaten slowly. Like no death's a quick one. It's just like, and I just realized that we just walked this whole way. I'm on half health. I don't know what Mina's on, but like neither of us stopped to like even bandage ourselves up. So it's like probably should have. Anyway, but yeah, I think it's because we're at this point of like death is inevitable. Like so it's like, well, just cling on as long as we can and then go pop it. Yeah. Oh God. Famous. I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff. I feel bad that the audience aren't able to see the pictograms that we can see in Roll20.
That's this week's YouTube thumbnail.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, great. So they can like try and look at it and go, just like us.
I'll do Blue Sky next time too. It'll be great.
I think I have various famous. I think one favorite moment is gonna be Ryan telling everyone to pee in a bucket. We've come from, such a sort of like, 1800s, everyone's like, oh, they're lovely. Just go piss in the bucket. We'll figure this out. I like that. I like the fact that we finally got rid of the pterodactyls, but, we'll see. So many good moments. Cinematically, just because it's kind of literally from a movie, the tall grass with the velociraptors just killed me. And I think knowing that you have not actually seen Jurassic Park also just blew my mind. So yeah, we definitely need to fix that. I think after this campaign, I think we all just sit and watch that and sort of like eat dino nuggets and chill. But yeah, it was very cool. I loved it. You can find me over on my own Twitch channel, mostly just once a week, but I'm still playing through Split Fiction with my friend Bonnie. We think we're in the final act. It's always hard to know, but so I don't know if tomorrow is going to be like the last stream of it and we'll pick something else, or we've got a couple more in us. We will see, but it's good fun. It's good chill. So yeah, 7:30 tomorrow on my channel, Kate Madison. It's just Kate Madison on Twitch. I all my socials are different names. It's confusing. But yeah. Anyway, I had a great time, as always, in figuring out the mysteries and being eaten by dinosaurs every time. It's kind of fun. Fun and crazy. Yeah, maybe.
Someone who decided he wasn't going to get eaten by a dinosaur is Bucky Boone. How was tonight for you?
Yeah, it was great. I mean, it was good. It was wild coming back to this after unfortunately missing last week and hearing about what happened and then having 2 deaths in the same episode. It's been a time. It's been a time. But so many highlights from this session. But I do have to give a special props to Kitty for the fact that they were fighting off velociraptors with buckets whilst being traumatized about how small things keep eating her. So yeah, it was pretty. That was intense. And obviously Ryan P. Bucket Hawks is also a favorite moment, but that's just because the fact that you committed to it, and it got us a mile off of piss.
Yeah.
Also, as for where you can find me, you can hear me on the Templin Institute on YouTube as the voice of the Institute, and that's about it online right now.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much. I'm gonna start with my love for tonight. I got a little bit of love for everybody. I'll just go in order. I loved Bucky just being like, nope, I'm gonna just take my pistol and off myself. I was like, because I was designing this adventure going, yeah, I wonder if anyone's ever gonna resort to that. And I was like, and if they do, I wonder how long it'll take. The answer was not very long for Bucky. And I loved that. I feel like it says so much about the characters as to what they're willing to do and what they're willing to not do. And who's going to notice about which characters, what things, and what they remember. Because Kitty, the group might remember Bucky going, nah, and like running off into the tall grasses before coming back. I don't know, we'll see on the next loop. Yeah, that's my love for Bucky. I just loved that. Kitty, being the final girl, I just trying to keep a cool head. Be like, it's not that I'm not really happy to see you, Dad. It's just that I've done this before. You know, it's not not that I don't, not that I'm thrilled. It's just, I just loved that. Poor August Hope becoming a Triceratops hood ornament, being the first one to go in every loop. Bless this poor sweet boy. I was really hoping he would be the final girl this time, but the fumble said, nah. This is 2 times a fumble has resulted in your death. I just want to make this clear for everyone in the audience. It's tragic. Tragic is what it is. Mina Staunton, I loved being like, wait, how old is Kitty's dad? Yes, he is single. And, he hasn't seen a woman in 5 years. So, you got a pretty strong
hasn't seen
shot.
a woman. She's freshly widowed.
I'm seeing romance in our future, maybe. I loved that bit. And then the parasols, that was good too. And then Ryan Hawks being like, look, conductor, this is what's at. Could we, and like being more persuasive this time, succeeding a little bit more than the last time around. Getting that extra mile. That wasn't worth collecting all the piss for that extra mile. That remains to be seen. And I just, bless his heart. He'll see these petroglyphs at some point. Some point you'll get to see these glyphs and get to make an archaeology roll and get to the ziggurat, but not this time, not this loop. And will Mina and Kitty survive? And if they do, well, they go, before we end this loop, should we? That remains to be seen. I don't know. We'll find out maybe next week. I think you guys are so close to figuring out some really cool stuff, so I think next week might be our last loop. I don't know. We'll see. Tune in next time. We'll be here Monday for more aliens, Tuesday for more Ghosts of Saltmarsh, and then Wednesday here for more Tracks of Terror. So until next time, y'all. Have fun and play games.